Four, three. Okay. What's going on, everyone? You're listening to 99 Yards here with your host, Audibot. And today we got two other people on the show. You want to introduce yourself?
OGdaBeast, y'all
Yep.
already know.
Familiar face. Yep. And?
It's your boy Gwaveo.
Yes. So we got OGdaBeast, which y'all have seen before on a prior episode. And today we got a new guy on the show, Gwaveo. So yeah, we're gonna be talking some NBA here today. Y'all used to that football stuff, but we gotta switch it up here and there. So we got that NBA stuff, and right now we got some cool stuff going on in the NBA with the offseason stuff and people coming back. So we're gonna get into that. Of course, got 30-second announcement here we gotta make for Anchor. And if you're on YouTube, that won't be a thing. We'll just get right into it. So get it. So let's just start off with the offseason. So NBA, first of all, what are y'all excited for? Like right now, looking at how it's going, which teams are you excited for and which players are you excited for?
To be honest with you, I kick it off. To be honest with you, I'm just excited to have basketball back. And it's such a short turnaround, too, with the whole pandemic and everything going on. But a couple of teams, look, the Lakers, Gwaveo, I'm sure you heard about what they had going on, what they did, what they pulled off.
Oh, man.
Getting Marc Gasol and Wesley Matthews. Me and my cousin was just talking about it probably like an hour ago. Because he want the Clippers. He want the Clippers to win. He want to see LeBron get dethroned. He don't want to see him get his fifth. And I'm just like, look, what's understood don't have to be explained. Marc Gasol is the biggest piece. Everybody talking about Montrezl Harrell. To me, adding Marc Gasol was the biggest piece of the puzzle. For one, you allow Anthony Davis to do what he want to do, and that's play the four. He don't have to play the five no more, which is something he despises to do. So he could naturally play the four. Right. Marc Gasol spreads the flow for you. And they say, okay, well, what's their starting lineup? Brown at the 1, KCP at the 2, Wesley Matthews at the 3, AD at the 4, Marc Gasol at the 5. You got Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell coming off the bench running your second team. This is something LeBron ain't never had before in the history of his existence, is depth. The Lakers is crazy. I think it ain't nothing nobody could do about that, man. I think it's GG's already. And I love KD. And I love what Kyrie and them got going on, but I don't think ain't nobody gonna be able to touch the Lakers this year.
Yeah, I mean they got Dennis Schroeder, who was also a 6-man. They have Montrezl Harrell, the former 6-man, and Dennis Schroeder. So their depth is yeah. Their depth is
that's 2 6-man candidates.
Yeah. They have those 2 people those star players and then those key players. Jibo, what do you think about that?
Yeah, just like what OG said, like adding Marc Gasol, like he basically listed all his pros of Marc Gasol. So like AD always wanted to play the 4. That's his main priority coming to the Lakers. He always wanted to play power forward. And then Dennis Schroeder, like some people say he's robbed of 6-man of the year, but you have like a playmaker, a guy who can play make for you, who can score the basketball as well. That's also another missing piece for the Lakers because they didn't have that guy that could get that bucket for them. Like they depended on Kuzma last year for being that third option. Now you definitely got a third option in Dennis Schroeder. So
they still got Kuz too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. So that's a scary team.
It is.
They still got Kuz. Wherever he fit in, he could play the 5 or 4 for them coming off the bench, whatever. That team is deep, man. It's deep.
It really is deep.
He might. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes off the bench because.
Oh, he definitely will. Ain't no room for him in the starting position.
Yeah,
starting 5.
Because he used to play AD used to play in the center last year, right? So
who AD? Yeah, AD was playing. I mean, they had Dwight Howard, they tried it. But think about it. Think about it. The Lakers didn't even have a perfect fit team. They just put a bunch of guys that knew what they wanted to do in the same house, and they said make it work. You know what I'm saying? And they made it work. So AD can stretch the floor, which is what made him and Dwight Howard be able to coexist with each other. But now you take him out the equation and you give AD the whole paint, and you got a guy that shot 36, 37% from 3 sitting on that line. Centers don't want to guard that. They want to protect the paint. So it's like giving AD that. He could
running that. Dennis Schroeder running that. They had Rajon. Yeah, they had Rajon.
They upgraded with that.
Yeah, he was like the starter. I mean, he was old. I mean, he was good in like.
He was injury prone. They couldn't. Dennis Schroeder not injury prone, so he's gonna be sticking around more. They're gonna be able to develop some type of chemistry with him there. So him in that second unit, between, you know, whether you got Kuz and Harold and Dennis Schroeder and whoever in that second unit, they could all mesh together because Harold is pretty consistent with his health. Kuz is pretty consistent with his health. And so is Dennis Schroeder. So they ain't got to worry about health. They got to rid of some injury-prone guys and replace them with more essential pieces that can help them propel because they know it's going to be harder next year. You know, a lot of guys is getting healthy. Steph Curry and them in the West is getting healthy. You know, the Suns made some big moves out West. That's a team that missed the playoffs by this much, so they could potentially be propelled into the, you know, the top 8 seed. It's a lot going on. So the Lakers knew they had to double up in order to be, you know, more competitive than they were last year. So then, you know, Houston added Boogie.
You think they're gonna repeat?
I don't. Tell me a team who's gonna stop them. People saying the Clippers, they nice too, but
the only team I could, the only, I don't know. It says my connection unstable. All right, but anyways, the only team I can see them like putting up a fight with the Lakers is the Clippers. Like if they do not drop the ball like they did last season. The only thing with the Lakers is like with Marc Gasol, adding Marc Gasol, like the Lakers like to play fast too because you have LeBron, who's a guy that likes to push the ball, and AD, who's a mobile big. I don't know if like Marc Gasol can keep up with that because, you know, he's not that type of player to run up and down the floor like that. He likes to play slow tempo, but we'll see what happens with the Lakers though.
To me, the Lakers will have to make some coaching adjustments to cater to their strengths. You know, they might have to. It might be in their favor to run more of a half court set and let AD go to work. You know, you ain't gonna be able to get up and down unless you put a depth lineup out there. Let AD run the 5, which is something he don't want to do. So that's the only way you're gonna be able to
they could
run faster. So you're gonna have to. That's where coaching come in at. Put your guys in the best position to succeed. If you used to running faster last year, you're gonna have to slow it down because that might be your strength with Marc Gasol on the court.
Yeah, LeBron's gonna have a fun time over there winning some more chips, probably.
Man, LeBron might get his fifth.
Let's talk about the Nets.
Let's talk about the Nets. Oh yeah, the Nets. Yeah,
talk about
do you think that the Nets?
The Nets.
The Nets. They got some over there. Do you think? Wait, first of all, do you think they're gonna be getting Harden, or do you think that's just some rumor that just came out and people just ran with it?
Well, the thing about the James Harden situation is it'd be lovely, and I'm all for it. But I don't think it's a rumor. I think it's real, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Physically, it can't happen because for one, Harden got 2 years left on his contract. They tried to wrap him up for 2 more by making him, you know, the highest paid annually of all time. But he denied that, and people going crazy because he denied that 2 years. But what they don't know is that would have been an extra 2 years. See, he's not in the same situation that Anthony Davis was in, where he could force himself out of New Orleans. Harden can't force himself out of Houston because he still got 2 years left on his contract. So if he had 1 year left, then he could say, well, if y'all don't trade me, I'm going to dip on y'all in our offseason, so you can't get nothing. He got 2 years left, so they could still play this year, and then next year he could try to do the Anthony Davis stunt. Well, if y'all don't trade me, I'm dipping on y'all, so y'all need to get something from me while y'all can. He don't have that leverage this year, which is why it's impossible. You know, and it wouldn't even be worth it for the Nets. The only thing that I fear is, what if the Nets do compete in the East and they make it out of the East and they face the Lakers and they beat them. Let's say they beat them. They beat the Lakers, win the finals. Now Harden got that leverage. Now they're going to hit him with the KD. Oh, you just trying to join a championship squad. Harden want to be there to help build that foundation, not go along for the ride. And that's the only thing that I fear next season when this do happen, because I don't think it'll happen this year, but I do think it'll happen next year. You know, because Houston would be stupid not to move him if he's telling y'all, I'm about to bounce. So if you're going to let my contract expire, you're not going to get nothing for me. So you might as well trade me to the Nets, go on and get Spencer Dinwiddie, go on and get Karis LeVert, go on and get DeAndre Jordan or whoever the hell they're offering. That way you get some type of compensation from me, because he telling them basically, I'm about to dip. So you don't want to do like Shaq did, and Magic lost Shaq for nothing. Same thing happened with Dwight Howard. They lost Dwight Howard for nothing in Orlando. This OJKnows texting me right now.
Yeah, they got some up there, because like if they, that should be scary. I mean, the only thing is, like, what y'all think about like the ball dominancy, like that, like Kyrie needs the ball in his hands, so does like KD, and so does Harden if he does get there, which that could be a big problem. And
OJ say he's trying to get in.
I think. Oh, he's trying
let me send him
in or what?
Yeah, let me send him in
real quick.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
I feel like with that though, it's like it just depends how you look at it though. Like if they can keep their egos in check, I think it could work out. To be honest, I think it could work out because James Harden is really cool with KD, and I mean like Kyrie's the only thing. I feel like Kyrie's the X factor. To be honest, like if Kyrie can keep himself in check, keep his ego in check, I think they could work that team out because they're really good on paper. That team is really stacked, and even like next season without Harden, even if they don't acquire Harden, like we don't know how deep. Like how far that team will go in the playoffs because the situation with Kyrie and KD, one basketball, two superstars who like the ISO, who need the ball in their hands to score. So I don't know how that's gonna work though.
I'll tell you how.
Yeah,
I'll tell you how it's gonna work.
Kyrie can be, if Kyrie can become more of a playmaker, I can see them be the best.
It's not even. I don't even think it's about that because all three of them can play make, but it's
they can. Yeah.
This is my thing on it, right? If the thing that would you talking about with all three of them or just with Kyrie and Kevin Durant? You don't know if it'll work.
No, I was talking about all three of them, and then like even without Harden, like I don't know how that would work out still.
Without Harden,
I know KD can play without the basketball though. Yeah.
Without
Harden, it'll be easier, of course.
But with Harden, this is how it works, right? What you saw Harden do in Houston was something that he was asked to do. That's not who James Harden is. That's just something that he can do. That's how good he is. He was asked because Houston is a big analytical team. You know, they thrive off of numbers, probability. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even about just going out and playing basketball. They play basketball through numbers. If you get up X amount of threes, I believe we could defeat a team if they get up X amount of twos and they don't match our amount of threes we get up. James Harden, you shoot the three at 35%. So if you hit, 8 threes in this one game, that's X amount of points, and that can help. That's how they mindset is.
Yeah.
So James Harden is a guy that can play the game that way, but that's not how his game is predicated. But the reason why this will work I remember that. This is how it will work with or without James Harden. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are two of the most efficient players in the league. They don't need 20 shots to get 20 points. And that's where Russell Westbrook, a guy like that, differs, which would make him and Kevin Durant not mesh. That's why Kevin Durant fits so well in Golden State, because it was the same questions being asked. How would they work? It's only one ball. Steph still scored his 28. Kevin Durant still scored his 27, 26. And it worked. You know why? Because they don't need 20 shots to get 20 points. They only need 8 shots, 9 shots, 10 shots, plus the free throws. You're going to get what you need to average. That way the ball can spread around. Kevin Durant is a 50, 40, 90 dude. Kyrie Irving shoots 46% from the field for his career. So when you got two guys like that, that's very efficient, you don't need as many shots to go around. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's going to work. So that's something a lot of people ain't talking about.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. They are efficient volume shooters though. Yeah. That's another reason why I said like you could see from like two perspectives, like it could work because like James Harden's play style, like when he first came to Houston, he wasn't like really an ISO player like that.
Exactly.
I feel like that was more so like D'Antoni's system. It was D'Antoni's
and Daryl Murray.
But but the other problem I see with that is like, and Daryl Morey. But the other problem I see with that, he's been playing like that for so long, like he's so used to that. Like, that's what we know James Harden for. So like he has to break out of that habit. That's the thing. So I don't know how like he will fit into that role in Brooklyn. Like I know he was gonna be the second option, is KD on the team, but I don't know like how he will change up his game. Like will he become more of a catch and shoot type player or what? Like I don't know.
As far as who, Kevin Durant
on that team, I just can't visualize it because we've seen James Harden play that style. No, as far as James Harden, because we've seen James Harden play that type of style for so long, even though it's in the system, but like we know him for just an ISO scorer. That's his reputation. Like
I don't think I don't think it's
become
necessarily
a
about
player, like who can play off ball.
I don't think it's about him more so being a catch and shoot type of player or if he could play all ball. I think it's just, great players always figure it out. And due to the fact that he's playing with two players that don't need a lot of shots to get the stats that they want to get, it'll open up the floor for him and allow him to potentially even be more efficient. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't have to take as many bad shots because the floor gonna be so spread open. Yeah. I think they all could eat. You know, I don't think nothing gonna hold that team back.
Well, we got OJ ready coming in here, and
I'm just listening to scenarios though. Yeah.
Oh, he coming in right now?
I'm just listening.
Yep, OJ's here. Yeah, let's see where he is.
Oh, he got a picture.
You are. There you are, OJ.
Hold on. Nah, that's a picture.
We got the surprise appearance.
Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Bama.
Yeah, Bama.
All right. We got the surprise appearance out of nowhere. Totally didn't see it coming. OJ, I got a quick right here.
Okay. Oh snap! My wife just texted me, man. She's like, "You're way too loud." All
right. You just got in here. You already loud.
Hey. All right. So, well, I'll just continue. You know what? You're OG's a Lakers fan, right? So we'll kind of backtrack a little, talk about the Lakers really quick with OJ, and then we'll continue where we left off. Is that cool with you?
We can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So OJ,
we was basically talking about the offseason acquisitions of the Lakers, and I was stressing how, you know, everybody was talking about Montrezl Harrell and how he was, you know, the big addition, and how, in my opinion, Marc Gasol was the biggest addition to the Lakers due to the fact that how he could play the 5 and allow Anthony Davis to play what he want to play, which is the 4. Naturally, play the 4, and the floor is going to be so spaced. And
me and my cousin mentioned that in my live today. I mentioned that same exact point. He doesn't. Most people don't like. He doesn't like playing the 5, right?
Right.
So he's gonna have that whole space, man. To me, it's between him and I think Schrader. He's big too, man. Like LeBron, you're gonna sit on the bench and to create.
I was just talking about Dennis Schroeder, and the thing about that is what people are not even paying attention is people saying, "Well, what's his place? What's his place on the team?" I was talking about it with my cousin. I said, "Look, let's break down the starting 5. Bron at the 1, right? KCP at the 2. We could put Wesley Matthews at the 3, 80 at the 4, Marc Gasol at the 5. So now you got Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell running the second team. With Kuz. They still got Kuz.
This is. I mean, we could all agree that this is the best Lakers, or I'm sorry, this is the best roster they've ever surrounded LeBron.
LeBron has never had depth like this in his career, and you basically upgraded his team, and he just won a chip last year. It's going to be trouble, and I don't see a team that could compete with them, honestly.
LeBron doesn't even need stars, to be honest, like take a team to finals. And they're just giving him a dream squad, basically.
And a Wesley will.
G-Wave, man. I recognize him. Like, I'm somewhere. I'm doing videos, man. Yeah. What are your takes, man? I saw one of your videos today, man. But we're going to leave that alone, man.
What do you say? Put him on.
By the way, man, your following has come up, man.
Yeah.
Like, did you have a viral video or something? It's gone way up.
It's just steady like uploading content. That's basically what it is.
Oh, where you at? Where you at right now?
I'm at 11. I just hit 11K though.
Hey, congratulations on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying one thing with TikTok. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hey, you've been growing because I saw it was like at 9K, didn't you?
Yeah,
I saw him at 9, and then I'm like, yo, okay, bet. So
I'm really just doing like TikTok for fun, to be honest. Like that wasn't the plan for me to get on TikTok. I was just uploading YouTube.
For me too.
Yeah,
there's opportunities with it. By the way, sidebar, your homeboy, I don't know what his name is, man, but he's starting to become the Black We Hoopin', bro. I don't know his name, bro. The one cat that says that Jerry West is better than or Kyrie Irving's better than Jerry West, and he be having some crazy.
You talking about J9?
J9, yeah.
Yes,
you talking about J9?
Yeah.
I commented his video. I'm like, bro, man, you're the Black We Hoopin', man. He
is. I mean, J9. J9, he might have some crazy like takes, bro.
But he knows his basketball, though, man.
Yeah, he knows.
That's the thing. Like when he breaks down stuff, I'm like, yo, this cat, he know. And I'm pretty sure he knows his basketball, bro.
J9 knows his basketball, man. I talked to him. I talked to him on the side too. He knows his stuff. But the thing about it is, it might be crazy, man, but he be getting a lot of clout for that, even outside of TikTok. Like a couple of YouTubers then put him in their videos and whatnot for crazy takes. I mean, I don't know his angle, but if that's his angle, it's working for him. He almost got 10K now, don't he?
He
bro. On my live today, man, I was telling some people, especially if they want to do TikTok, man, it's like the truth and quality is actually not king in TikTok, bro. I hate to say
really
entertainment is king, bro. That's why I'm not even mad at We Hooping, bro. We Hooping actually came to my live, bro.
You know what?
I told We Hooping, I'm like, bro, man, you're a genius. The whole trolling thing, it works. It's smart. I give him I'm not even mad at him, bro. When I first saw his video, bro, I duetted his video, but I didn't know he was trolling, bro. And then after a while, I'm like, wait a minute, yo, this dude is trolling, man. No way.
OJ,
there's no way.
That's exactly what happened to me. That's exactly what happened to me. I ran into him probably when I had like 3,000-4,000, right? And I'm like, when he mentioned the whole Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant is overrated. He ain't a top 10 current player, not even all-time current. I say, and that was when I was on my "You Gotta Get It Today" stuff. So I instantly, he gotta get it. Then people start commenting, he's trolling. I'm like, so I go look at his page. Okay.
I got another one. Let's get it.
I'm like, okay.
That's really everywhere though. It's really everywhere though.
He got what's her name? Like that TikToker, like Anna Bandana or whatever. She follows him, so like he's gonna get following over there. I think he's at 90K or something like that. That was smart. That was
when it comes to TikTok, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
It's really that's really the word. That's the game of the internet, to be honest. Like YouTube, Instagram, like all the most popular people is from trolling, basically. Like that's the thing about Jay Nunn. Like, bro, people be eating up what he be saying, but some of the times he be trolling, bro. Like,
because I see a lot of duets, bro.
You know what? That'll get you shares. That'll get you shares. That'll get you likes. That'll get
I'm not gonna lie, though. Every time I go through my For You page, bro, I get like, so today I was scrolling through the For You page. I won't even say this is a decent content creator. He probably has like 30,000 followers. So I saw a thing, right? And I made a video on that same, because a lot of the stuff, like we do the same thing, right? And it was like a receiver's hierarchy. And I recently made a video on it and I broke it down. You know what this guy did, bro? He sat there. He had the hierarchy and he was pointing. What do you? And in the caption it says, "What do you think?" That's all he did, bro. He didn't break it down. And that thing it did numbers, and I'm like, but it's one of those things where it doesn't really discourage me. I just laugh, man. It's just
talking about he duetted one of your videos and did that.
No, he didn't do it in my videos, but we used the same.
It was just a duet.
Yeah, no, he didn't duet it, but it's the same. Like one of those IG, you know, quarterback.
I know a picture or whatever.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
just
that's
like
lazy.
Basically.
That's lazy, bro.
Lazy, but like,
that's lazy. And they that's lazy, man.
But TikTok rewards it though, man. One of my most viral videos, bro. I kid you not. Like one of the most viral videos I ever made. The first one I made, it was a dude predicting the Raptors. He said that the Raptors are gonna win. You want to know what I did in that video, bro? I duetted it. You know. I took it like this. Lakers in 6, bro.
Was it Frank Michael Smith?
It might have been. It might have been. It was either him or the dude that's the Celtics fan. When he talks like he does that little sign. It was one of those guys. But
why am I getting a phone call from the Zoom meeting?
What happened?
Oh, are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it. So like on the phone, it's like basically a phone call to them. I don't know why. The phone just for some reason goes.
As long as y'all can hear me and see me, I'm cool.
Yeah, no.
I remember that video though. I remember that video, OJ, and I was looking. I'm like, damn, he went viral off that. All he did was just hold up the little sign. I'm like, okay, copy that.
And then and I went from 12,000. I don't know if you noticed a recent spike. Literally 3 weeks ago, I went from 12,000 to now, like around really like 19 because of this the bracket video. But this is the thing. When I look at it, I'm like, bro, that's not even
it's simple.
It's not all that, bro. And I just realized, bro, like there's really no formula, bro. Because I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know the bracket ones.
There is OJ. That's where you wrong. There is a formula. You want to know what the formula is? The formula is originality and giving somebody something they haven't seen.
Yeah, you're right, OG. But this is my question though.
Hear me out.
What makes that? Okay, go ahead.
Hear me out. The formula is giving people something on TikTok that they've never seen. We are a small community. Think about it. How many sports content creators on TikTok? Probably what? If I had to take a guess, 150, maybe 200. It's not very many of us. But if you give something to somebody that they've never seen, that's what's gonna catapult you.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was the starting five. When I put out the starting fives, nobody had done it. And next thing you know, I did the Chicago Bulls, 1 million. I did the Lakers, 2 million.
Yeah.
And that's what took me to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so it's like,
yeah, dude, you shot up. Like, because I had you on the podcast and you were at, what, 10K, I think, or something like that? And I don't know, I'm like, where in the world did this guy get 100K from?
Steady.
Yeah.
Because when you blew up, really, it was closer to like 3. You were like right around 3, but it wasn't even, but your first one, OG, it wasn't a basketball. It was, I want to say it was the greatest of all time basketball. It wasn't the Bulls one.
Was it?
No, it wasn't a Bulls one, man. The first one.
Okay.
And I had a conversation with you on IG about it. But you know what? You're smart though. You rode that wave, bro. As soon as that viral hit, then you got into the whole Bulls and the top 5. Bro.
Lakers,
you rode that wave, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, here, let's get into some NBA stuff real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that TikTok algorithm is very confusing. I tried searching it up to get some tips and stuff.
It is.
And it was like,
it's very tricky, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, because like you just don't know who, like, you can't make something, and then like if you keep on like, those people like, do this and like follow, share, whatever, they just go by. I'm like, it's kind of like annoying to see that like I saw one, it was like the dumbest thing ever. It was like this guy just holds it and like says pick a color, okay, and like at the end of the video it's like blue is follow. Like I'm like,
I don't like do this for like.
Yeah.
The thing about TikTok is like, OG was talking about it. Like you could be like a little kid about it. Like you could come up with anything. You just have to be creative, really. You just have to.
That's all it is. Originality is key.
Yeah, for real.
If you give them something they never seen,
it's like
nobody's seen that bracket shit, OJ. When you drop that bracket, that's why immediately before it took off, I commented. I said, "Brilliant, keep it going," because I knew I had never seen that on TikTok, and I'm like, they loving it. So you got to hit them with the tight ends, the quarterbacks, the runner. You got to do it and do it now.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy though, man? With the bracket, there's one video that went viral. It's probably like 600 and something. But it's like, and when I look at that video, it's like, but all the other ones they did pretty well. But there's something distinct about that one. And when I looked at, bro, I did not put because I was not the most analytical out of all those was the final one, which was I think when I compare the Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was actually very fun. That whole brackets thing was very, very fun, man. Because that could have either way.
And what helped you?
It was going to be the Patriots. That's the thing.
So we know what helped you with that too.
What's that?
This is what helped you too. Nobody likes the part 2s, the part 3s, the part 4s.
Yeah.
But if you make it so compelling, this is what you're doing. Come follow me. You want part 2? Come on. And it made me specifically. I'm like, okay, where's this shit on my For You page? I don't see it. I literally was going to your page to find it. And I'm like, okay, here it is. Let me watch it.
Someone commented that, bro. Someone literally commented, I'm going to follow you so I could like see the next iteration.
Exactly.
I was like,
it's always the delivery on that.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant, man. That was smart. That's creativity. That's originality.
With TikTok, like on YouTube, if you subscribe to someone, it's like, okay, you're gonna get a notification every single day from that guy, right? TikTok, it doesn't matter because like it's what 30-second, 60-second videos. No one cares about like following like 2,000 people, and like that's just So like YouTube, if you like, I only subscribe to like 20 people, right? And it's like, it's still kind of like I don't keep up with it. Like so on TikTok, it's like so if you make something that's original. Dang.
Man, it's an attention span thing. It's an attention span thing with TikTok. That's what it is. Because you watch it, it's different from a 10-minute video to a 15, 60-second TikTok. So
real quick story, man. Like last night, I was at a little birthday party for my homeboy's daughter, man. And I have another homeboy there. His name is Dwight, man. This dude showed me his Patreon account, bro. This dude, as of this month, he's making 56 grand, bro. He's on pace to make 70, bro.
What?
For the year?
All he does,
for the month?
For the month? This is what he does, bro. He watches anime with his wife and his homeboys, and he reviews the episodes, bro. That's what he does, bro.
Serious?
And I saw his, and I bet he was making money. I thought it was closer to 30, bro. He showed me his Patreon account, 56 stacks this month. He's on pace to hit 70 grand, bro. 70 grand
annually or for the year? For the month?
No, for the month. For the month.
70 for the month?
For the month. For the month.
Oh,
but the thing,
what?
He has about 5,000 subscribers on Patreon. But that's so. And I only say that like there's potential in this stuff, man. Like whatever.
Patreon's like one of those things that like if you really like the creator, you'll buy it. Like like if you really support his like content, like, but like I don't know, like it's in Patreon. I don't think you need that big of a following on Patreon to actually make what you said. Like
you just said, he had 5,000.
Even on Patreon, if you had a couple hundred, bro. If you had a couple hundred on Patreon, bro, you might make.
So how does that Patreon stuff work? What do they do? Like pay to subscribe monthly or what?
So that's all. Yep, you got it. All it is, man. Like, if you support my content, man, make a monthly donation. And these people, it's a reoccurring thing. And I think it just goes straight to the bank on $5.
I think it's also like. I think it's like also. I think if you can buy like the videos and stuff like that, it's like I don't know how it works.
Well, like, so this is how that works, right? So to make it the worthwhile of the subscribers, you might get original or exclusive content specifically on the Patreon platform itself, where you wouldn't get on YouTube. So that's like, oh, okay, well, guess what? You subscribe and you're paying me. I'm gonna provide or new releases or whatever. So before I put this out on Thursday, I'm gonna put it out on Sunday on the Patreon platform,
even
whatever. So
like a lot of people, I think they use it for like behind the scenes stuff and like that.
Yeah, you could do that too. But Patreon to me, man, I mostly see it with, and I was talking to him about it last night, like with TikTok. I mostly see it with like YouTube, like because to me, this is my opinion, bro. If I'm gonna give you a 1 minute video, like it's kind of weird for me to expect you to subscribe. You know what I mean? So
exactly, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate that with TikTok. I don't think there's a way.
But there's still a way. I just
because I'm enticed. So I get some people to subscribe.
TikTok's probably more for like merch right now. I think TikTok's more like merch right now. I think that's the best way.
I think more merch.
Yeah, because I know like OG got some merch out right now, right?
Yeah, I created some.
OJ does.
That hoodie. Let me tell you something. Do you guys know how easy it is to make merch, bro? It's.
I was asking about that.
I want to make some.
I have a friend that that does that. So I'm like, what do you use? He told me it's like a tree, spring tree, something like that, bro. Actually, hold on a second. Let me go back.
Yeah, let me know that plug. Yeah, because I got some people been asking me about merch and stuff like that too. So I'm like, shoot, if I can get my hands on that.
So this is it. This is it right here. It's basic, bro. It's just Jordan is better than LeBron. And then that's
a good hook.
Yeah, man. It's nice because it goes with my thing. But literally, bro, this all I did, man. I went on Google. Jordan versus LeBron. I saw that picture, but I edited that picture. So whoever took that picture, they can't come after him for copyright because I cartoonized it. I changed it a lot or whatever the case may be. So it's not original. And then I texted to myself on my computer and I went to this website and literally within an hour, bro, it was done. And then I ordered this just so I could see the quality. I'm never gonna like sell something without actually seeing the quality.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not getting paid. It's okay, but it's still dope, man. Because again, I'm not paying for any of it, bro. The website they pay you.
For real?
The material.
You ain't paying for none of it.
None of it. But here's the thing, though, right? Because I don't pay for none of it, they take a nice chunk of it. So this hoodie, it goes for like $44.
Yeah, 45, I think.
And I make about 21 every time it sells. But my whole thing is, bro, I don't mind making 21 because guess what? I don't do the shipping. I don't do anything with the processing.
You're just sitting on your ass.
Experience, bro. That's it. I just post a link on my little TikTok.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think
that's crazy.
I have a podcast with DJ Hunt.
It's simple, bro. In 2020, man.
Yeah, I had like a podcast with DJ Hunt.
I'm trying to get into that.
That guy had like 2 million, right? He had like 2 million. So on TikTok, and he was telling me like, I'm just gonna start getting like, he was on the end of he was like whenever he blew up. I think he has a 4 mil right now. He was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get my merch going, and once that's up, I'm sure to quit my job because like he had 2 mil on TikTok. I was like, dang.
That's cool. You can make some quit your job money on social media, man. It's no joke.
For real. Yeah.
That's for real. If you got a decent following and all that, it's quit your job money.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this though. Let's get into some basketball talk. Okay. So we talked about the Lakers. Let's get into the Brooklyn Nets where we left off before OJKnows joined. And that's basically, do you think that Harden would be a good addition to the Nets?
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Oh, the first no. Oh. OJ already.
Hold on, who said no? OJ said no.
OJ, whoa.
I want to hear.
I'm in the middle.
Here's the thing, right?
You wait for the middle,
man.
Okay.
I have to see it. I'm a guy
that very hard. It's very hard to argue that James Harden going to a team makes them worse. But this is a unique case where more is actually less, bro. And my biggest thing is not even like, yeah, there's a thing of there's only one basketball. It's an ego thing, man. Like you guys have to understand when Harden played with Russ and KD or whatever, their egos it was just down here. They were young, man. But the biggest, it's not Harden is not even the biggest issue. It's Kyrie, bro. Like in terms of the Nets and the championship, Kyrie's the biggest question mark to me, bro. Like he's a baby teal, man. He's a massive prima donna, man. And I just don't know that it'll work out, man. And to add the variable of James Harden, it just complicates what's already gonna be potentially a complicated situation, man. So
I think, to interject, I think from a basketball, we were just talking about this. I think from a basketball perspective, there is absolutely nothing that I worry about. Nothing. I think all the points that you alluded to earlier is the only thing you really got to worry about. And that's the egotistical ass Kyrie Irving, his baby mentality. Is he mature enough to handle the fact that there's two other superstars on the same team with you?
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about Kyrie or Harden?
I'm talking about Kyrie.
Kyrie, okay.
That's the only thing I think basketball related. I have no worries. You know why? I'll get into that first. The reason why I got no worries is that we talked about it earlier. Efficiency. Efficiency is key. It won't work if you got volume scorers on the team, volume shooters on the team that need 20 shots to get 20 points. See, Kyrie shoots 46%. He's fairly efficient for his career. Kevin Durant, 50, 40, 90. We know how he get down. He's one of the most, if not the most efficient player in the league that's a wing player, right? Now, James Harden, not as efficient as those guys, but you can incorporate a guy with less efficiency when your other two superstars are efficient, which is why it worked in Golden State. Now, is Kyrie
James Harden
Irving
gets to the line, which helps.
That's true too.
They do.
But see, the case is Kyrie Irving Stephen Curry? Meaning, can he put his ways aside, be selfless for the good or great of the team, considering he doesn't have anything to chase? He's already got a championship, and let's be honest, is one more championship going to place Kyrie higher on anybody's top 5 list? Probably not. Would it do for Kevin Durant? Probably so. James Harden, it would affect him in a positive way more than it would affect Kyrie Irving if he was to get 1 versus Kyrie's 2. So basketball, the only concern is Kyrie Irving. He has nothing to lose and really minimal to gain from this. So he could easily get in the way of it psychologically, but on the court, I got no worries about it.
But from a money standpoint, though, I don't think it's viable, right?
Yeah.
From a cap.
How much money would they have if they didn't? Yeah, it wouldn't be cheap bringing in James Harden, and then
they gave Joe Harris that contract, so I don't know.
Yeah, they won't have much other money.
They can make it work. They can make it work.
Billionaire owner,
they can definitely make it work.
They can make it work, but
I mean, they can get some pieces here and there, but like I don't,
But if you're the Rockets, though, there's no equal value for James Harden. Like, can we say that? Like, you're not gonna listen, bro. Forget the Nets for a second. If you're trying to trade James Harden, man, there's really you're talking about 4 players maybe in the league that you can get equal value.
And the Nets got it.
But who are they gonna sacrifice though?
The thing is, you're gonna have to.
To me, I'm not taking anything less than Joe Harris, Dinwiddie, and not even them two. Joe Harris, Dinwiddie, and Carlos LeVert, bro. You're gonna get.
They gotta keep Joe.
They gotta keep Joe. They absolutely have to keep Joe.
Yeah.
Give them Spencer Dinwiddie. So you wouldn't take. Okay, first of all, Houston doesn't have a choice, right? They don't have a choice because James Harden can tell them, "I'm going to walk." If you don't get, so you might as well get some type of compensation.
How many years is left on his contract?
He's got 2, so he can't do it this year, which is why it won't happen.
All right.
But next year, if he can sit down at the table and tell them, look, I'm walking, so you better get some type of compensation for me, or you're gonna be like Shaq. Yeah. When Shaq left Orlando, they didn't get nothing for him because they called his bluff. Dwight Howard, he left Orlando because they didn't get nothing for him. It's dead weight. So you might as well take Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Dre Jordan. Or you take nothing.
Okay, so like, listen. If you give me LeVert and Dinwiddie and then throw in Jordan or maybe a second round pick or for a draft pick or something,
compensation.
It's not fair, but that's probably the best you're gonna get.
Exactly. That's the point.
You're not gonna get a fair pick for him.
Nobody has pieces like the Nets to make this trade, because the quality that you're gonna get, you could honestly do some work with it. Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dre Jordan. That's a nice little 3-piece combo. What a biscuit. You could sell that. You could sell that to the guys up top and say, look, we had to move on from Harden, but we got this.
To be honest with you, bro. Now you're actually convincing me a little bit. This is why, if Harden has made it clear that he doesn't want to be in Houston, bro, you might as well start your second phase, bro. The post-Harden phase.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Like, Houston might as well think about rebuilding, because like that's the best offer you're getting. And same thing with Westbrook. They're trying to find pieces to surround Harden, but it's not gonna work. You're not gonna get the best offer. You're not gonna be contenders. Like, all the offers you got for Westbrook, it's not happening. So you might as well just blow up the team and just start fresh. Like,
they trying to make it seem like, Harden bogus for this. Look, it's been like it's been like how long? It's been a long time. Since 2013, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's been like 7-8 years. You sit them down, you say, look, bro, we done tried. We had different coaches. We had Chris Paul. We had Russell Westbrook. It's time for us to part ways. I'm on a mission. I got to get a ring, and it ain't with you. Y'all need to rebuild and figure it out. They can trade Russell Westbrook to get some assets. Trade James Harden, get those 3 players we talked about, maybe another pick. And they'll be solid still. They will still be solid, but it's like, Houston, you would be a fool to call his you would be a fool to call his bluff and let him walk for nothing.
This is absolutely crazy what I'm about to say, man. But could you imagine if somehow the Rockets were able to use Westbrook and Harden and to trade that to somehow get Dinwiddie, Jordan, LeVert, and Giannis somehow, bro? They'd be legit.
Oh, like a 3-team trade?
Firehouse, bro. Like, with that would never happen.
Oh my God!
I don't think Milwaukee is ready to give up Giannis.
Yeah,
though.
no,
like, that's the thing.
They're probably good. Milwaukee, if they have the opportunity to keep Giannis, they're not going to get rid of him.
Said that.
I think
that's a popular opinion.
I don't believe none of the. He's going to Miami. I don't believe none of it until I see it. To me,
I feel like it depends what happens this season, because that's another unpopular opinion I had. I was like, Giannis, the type of player he is, like his mentality, like he got something to prove. He got a chip on his shoulder. Yeah. Especially like his childhood, how he came up. So I'm like,
how many years Giannis got left?
This is last year. So I don't know. That's why I said it depends how he go. Yeah. It just depends how
Milwaukee would be stupid. There'd be new fools if you think Drew Holiday is enough to keep Giannis at bay.
Yeah.
Oh, for real.
Them boys is about to be out in the second or third round in the Eastern Conference, and Giannis will walk. I'm telling you.
He's a free agent, restricted, isn't he, right now?
Right now, yes.
Yeah.
He's got a year left on his deal. They can match. Yeah. They can offer him as more than anybody else can right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
the trade deadline. Okay, I see what you're saying.
They have to move him before the trade deadline.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Which I don't think.
Otherwise, Kevin Durant is going to happen. Same thing with KD.
It's not going to happen.
And this is what's crazy. I don't think they can. I don't think they will. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Duty calls. But yeah, man.
I don't think it will happen. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they'll trade Giannis. Like, that's something like unrealistic.
But this is the thing. Yeah. I was mistaken, bro. I thought Giannis was a free agent now. He has 1 year left. That changes everything. So that means this is the thing, though, man. Like, you do not want to be in a situation you were with Kevin Durant, bro. This dude, and they gambled on Kevin Durant. Same thing with like OG said, man, and they got nothing for him, bro. So in my opinion, bro, the trade deadline is gonna be because of the NBA, it's probably gonna be in March. The trade deadline is probably gonna be in the middle of March, bro. If you're in March and you don't know for 100% fact that Giannis wants to stay, you have to trade him, bro.
Yeah, I mean, for the Bucks, why would they do it though? Like, if they have the opportunity to keep like arguably the best player in the league, and that's literally you're centering your whole franchise around that, why would they do it? You know, like why would
they would do it because they would do it because there's no assurance that he wants to stay.
Well, yeah.
If you do that gamble, KD, bro, KD left OKC high and dry, and they got nothing from him, bro. That's why, man.
It's because they underachieved. That's the thing about it. That's why they underachieved the last 2
Yeah, they underachieved. Like with Paul George, bro. Paul George, the Pacers were smart. Like Paul George was gonna be a free agent, but he made it clear he didn't want to be there, so they traded him, bro.
Yeah. They did that. Yeah. I mean, but Giannis. I mean, I don't know. I think Giannis will stay in Milwaukee. I mean, he likes being on those small market teams anyway. I mean, I don't know. I don't see the reason.
Let me ask you this: where you have Giannis in your top 10?
My top 10. A lot of people disrespect Giannis. I got him number 5. I have 4 players above him. I got LeBron, KD. I got Kawhi for number 3 for now. I got to see how Steph Curry comes back, and then I got Steph Curry at 4. That's the 4 players I got over Giannis. Yeah.
I have Giannis at 6. I have him at 6, but I don't remember who the 5th is, bro.
You got Harden or AD over? Yeah. That makes sense. It depends how you look at it. I feel like that's more debatable. People be like, AD's better than Giannis. I don't see it. Like Fat Boy, the thing about it with Fat Boy, he measured players by skill. I measure players by impact and production, like what you do on the court, bro. Like, I don't measure by like how good you are with the basketball.
I could see, honestly, bro, I could see why you think Giannis is better than AD, which I could see that, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it's unreasonable to say AD. But when I think about it, I guess the reason I would probably give Giannis the edge over AD, man, is very, very simple. In my mind, if I were to take AD and I put him in Harden's position, bro, would the Bucks be as good as they are? I'm not sure that they would. I'm not sure that they'd be as successful. So
exactly.
AD's offense, though, man.
I'm
biased. I'm biased with the offense, man.
That's the thing. That's why I understand Fat Boy's perspective, because like AD used to be the best power forward at one point. So it's not crazy to say that AD's better than Giannis.
Yeah, it's not great, but that like John Wall, man. But like these cats, a lot of cats don't remember how nice John Wall was, bro. But it's like I remember even his heyday, but it's like I would still take Kyrie and Lillard, man, because of their offense, bro. Me, man, like in the NBA, to me, no matter how good your defense is, but if your offense is that much better, like your impact for wins translates more than your defense and stuff like this.
Facts.
That's just how it is in the NBA, man.
Yeah, that's how I measure impact. That's the only reason why I have Giannis over AD, because like what AD has done, like the past few years, compared to what Giannis has done, like the Bucks is the best team record-wise in the NBA. So
yeah.
I mean, they put some good players around Giannis. I mean, at least
they do.
I mean, at least who can fit his skill set. I mean, they had Chris Middleton and is still Brogdon, or they traded Brogdon?
Yeah, they traded Brogdon. He's on the bench now.
Man, that was I don't know. I forgot the details on that, man, but Brogdon
that hurted him. It really hurted him.
That was a bad. They were horrible to let him go.
Yeah, it really hurted him.
Y'all remember the trade or? Hold on, let me search that up real quick.
Brogdon is so nice, bro.
I forgot who they got back for Brogdon. It was somebody. I forgot.
But this is my whole thing. Let me ask you guys about this, right?
Yeah.
If you're Milwaukee, bro, if I'm the GM in Milwaukee, I'm gonna move mountains to get Chris Paul, bro. I'm gonna do whatever.
That's what I was saying.
I don't get
That's what
it,
I thought they was gonna
his
do.
contract. I don't care about his contract. Like I'm getting, because that was the perfect player for Giannis.
If they have Chris Paul, is the Nets and the Bucks to me off rip.
The
Bucks and Nets to me, bro. If you have Chris
Paul. That's
Paul.
what I thought they was originally gonna do. I don't know why he didn't.
Yes.
It was
that would have made so much
in
sense.
2 seconds. That's what they traded Brogdon for.
Wow. So, but anyways, like I was playing Xbox, it was like a few months ago, like during the playoffs, and then like the Bucks just got eliminated. I'm happy because I'm a Heat fan, but like, like we was just talking about the Bucks, like damn, like they got beat like that in the series. Like we expected like a competitive ass series, but then like my friend talked about, in the offseason they should try to get Chris Paul, and then I was like, that's crazy. Like before like free agency, like all the news like of trade targets for Chris Paul, like I'm like, that's crazy he came up with that. I'm like, that's actually a good ass idea, because that's a guy that complements Giannis so much. You get a playmaker, you get a shot creator.
It made so much sense.
Yeah, it made so much sense. Like,
I mean,
that's what the Bucks really struggled with.
See, here's the thing: Drew Holiday is nice.
Yeah,
but he ain't that. So when I made my video talking about how, Drew Holiday ain't that, people thought I was calling him trash. He's not trash.
No.
He's a hellacious defender, and he's a 20-point scorer, which is cool. But
they need a playmaker, Brent. They need a playmaker and a sniper, bro. Chris Paul is literally tailor-made to play with Giannis, bro. He's a playmaker. He's a sniper, man. And Chris Paul could literally be like, "Yo, Giannis, chill for these 3 series. I'm gonna take over the offense, bro. Just chill." Like,
they needed that. I don't know.
Yeah. Who they have like on their bench though? I just realized that. Who
they got DiVincenzo. They traded him. Wait. Oh, they traded him?
Wait, I take it back. They traded him to Sacramento, but the trade got rescinded because Bogdanovich did not sign the contract.
Yeah,
let's talk about that for a second.
Oh, yeah, that's why they was getting.
Do you guys know how awkward that is, bro? Yeah. Now they're back on the team. That's awkward as hell, bro. To have been part of a trade, now you're back. Like,
yeah, you're looking at everybody like, well, like that Kelly Oubre.
They don't want me here.
Talking about.
They don't want you here, but like, they don't want you here, but you're still here.
Yeah, that's awkward as hell.
It really is.
Like they tried to let
he's still on the team. Yeah,
he's still here.
Imagine like going to the coach's office, like, just, that's tough.
Them boys gonna be salty, man. But I don't know, man. DiVincenzo, whatever his name is, I thought he was a solid little piece, man.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? Because like they try to get rid of. I don't know. Trying to get rid of you.
I wouldn't think about trading him because he's a young player too. Like, he's not that bad. So
he hustles, man.
Yeah, he hustles.
Yeah. He grinds. So
yeah.
It's funny, man, because OG, I don't. Well, are you a Philly fan, OG? Because you're from Chicago, right? Like,
yes, just Eagles. Just Eagles. No, just Eagles.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how did that work?
My father.
Oh.
Yeah, he was an Eagles fan. My mother's a Bears fan, so it's like.
Oh, of course, man. There's no. You gotta go.
You gotta split, so you gotta choose. Yeah, you gotta choose.
Yeah. I was confused. I thought like, well, yeah. Well, so we mentioned John Wall earlier when we were talking about point guards. I just want to get into that real quick. What do y'all think about him coming back? And then what do y'all think about the other people coming back other than like Kyrie and Durant, also like Steph and Clay coming back? I think Clay got injured again, didn't he? Yeah, Clay got injured again. Yeah,
Clay.
I have the Warriors making the playoffs, bro. Off the strength of respect for Curry, I have the Warriors making the playoffs.
And they got James Wiseman.
Me too.
They got James Wiseman, right?
Me too. I got.
Me and my cousin. Curry, bro. Can we talk about Curry for a second? How people like we're so quick to forget, man.
Because he only played 5 games. That's the thing. He only played 5 games.
Out of mind. That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Out of sight, out of mind. Steph Curry is one of the greatest ever.
It's just like, I mean, no one can run that. Like, we saw Draymond try to run that team, and they work out.
First of all, with Draymond Green, I always do. Draymond Green was not it. Draymond Green got so much clout because of who he played with, and he's very systematic. He's probably the most systematic player of all time. His success is contingent on the system in Golden State, point blank, period. It's probably 30 teams in the NBA, probably maybe 27 of them he wouldn't be able to play on and sustain the amount of greatness that he displayed in Golden State, because he was phenomenal. He was the catalyst of that team. You know what I'm saying? He was the heartbeat of that team.
I will say the reason being is because he has too many deficiencies offensively, bro.
Exactly.
But defensively, man, he's stout. He's one of the
so
strongest
versatile
players.
Yeah, but what he provided for you,
great.
14, 10, and 7, he ain't gonna be able to do that on another squad.
Yeah, no.
His ability to grab a rebound and shoot off the break, and you got to worry about Curry, you got to worry about Clay, and then you add 35.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like he can give you 14, 10, and 7 on another team. You just have to have the right pieces. Yeah, like OG said.
Give me a team. I need to hear a team.
But I'm gonna challenge you on that. Because 14
Put
is
him on
not
Houston.
crazy
Put him on
hard,
Houston. Put him on Houston. Put him on Houston.
But this is my question to you, though. Think about it.
Yeah.
Let's say I could see Houston simply because James Harden drives, defense sucks in, kicks out. I get that. But on a team where it's like they'll actually guard him, like it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Because he
and that's what
really
made him
on his own like that.
That's like what made him exceptional, because he was a body that you had to guard for the drive and kick, and he was knocking that three down at like 35, 36%. So it's like that shot down from to 28, 27%. He was terrible from three. And that's what also took away from him offensively. You know what I'm saying? When you knocking that three down at that clip, when you get your opportunities to do so, that's the reason why he was averaging 14, 15 points per game. 10 rebounds, 7, 8 assists a night.
He did decline as a shooter, though.
But think about it, though. Draymond, what happens to Draymond when you actually guard him up front? He has no moves, bro. Like,
he don't have a bad.
Pay attention, if you ever run up on Draymond, he doesn't even know what to. And the thing, his first instinct is to pass, because he's like, and he knows, I ain't got it, bro. Boom, I'm
pass. That's why Golden State did a great job of putting him in positions to where he must be guarded, which is what Philadelphia fails to do with Ben Simmons, which is why them two can never they will never work. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid will never work. Because
I'll argue that.
Here's why. Let me get my point first.
Yeah, I got
this
you.
This is why they'll never work, right? Unless Ben Simmons develops some type of jump shot.
Yeah.
And be able to hit it with some type of regularity.
Yeah.
This is why it'll never work. Because like they did with Draymond Green, you have to put Ben Simmons in a place where the offense will guard him. Because if they don't guard him, it's gonna affect your best player in the worst way, right? So down the stretch in the fourth quarter, if you can't play your best players, how good is your team actually? So they try to put Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid on the court at the same time. But the only place that the defense will guard Ben Simmons is in the paint, which will clog it up for your best player, which is Joel Embiid. Or what you do with Joel Embiid is put him out of the three-point line, where he shoots it at 31%. That's not where you want him. He can shoot, but that's not where you want your best player. Exactly. You want him in the paint, but you can't do that because Ben Simmons is there. So now you got to take Ben out the game to put Joel Embiid where he want to play and surround him around shooters so they can pound the ball.
And getting rid of JJ Redick makes it worse.
It really did make it worse. It did.
JJ Redick, hot take, the most underrated player in the NBA.
One of the most. I'll say he's one of the most. He's one of the most.
The most underrated player, and I'll tell you why.
He's sleep.
Name me a fifth option that averaged 18 a game.
He did on the Clippers. He did on the.
We gonna be here for a while.
Yeah.
Fifth option.
Lou Williams is never a fifth option.
He was never a fifth option, though.
Never. Oh, fifth option. Fifth
so
option. A starter. Okay.
A fifth. I don't care if he starts those on the bench. A fifth option of scoring option. Fifth option to average 18 points per game. You'll never name me one. You know why? Because JJ Redick's the only one.
He is. Really
he averaged 18 a night with his teammates as Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
That team was.
He averaged 18 a night with that squad.
And that dude is he's running like crazy. Fun fact, him and JJ Redick and McCollum they run more than any other player. They average about 6 miles, bro. They're constantly running.
JJ Redick is the best at what he does, because usually if you put Kyle Korver in that pin down situation, right? They run a pin down for Kyle Korver. He pops to the top of the key, let's say. He gets the ball. Yeah. If somebody steps up, Kyle Korver's going to pump fake and immediately look to pass. JJ Redick can pump fake, put the ball on the ground to get a different look. Exactly. Yeah. He can either go to
he can pull up.
He can leaner.
Yeah.
JJ Redick's game is underappreciated, and he's the most underrated player. Like if you want to say underrated great player, then I'm going Bradley Beal.
Okay.
But I'm just saying underrated, the most underrated player in the league to me is JJ Redick, because he provides stuff that you've never seen before. I just told you. Name me a fifth option to average 18 a night.
That's a good point.
I got Drew Holiday as underrated as in like
second option.
I get what you're
20
saying.
and 5. So it's
I get what you're saying though. Yeah.
JJ averaged 2 points less than that guy.
Before you get second option.
Yeah, as a bench player, like
Ben Simmons remember how your Heat played the Sixers 2 years ago in the playoffs, man. That was very telling of their weakness, man. I don't know if you saw that series, man.
Yeah, I saw that series. Yeah,
of course. So it's like, I don't know. How
That
did
team was
the
like
Sixers not go to the finals that year?
Bro, they had as you said, like they had Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons.
Tobias Harris is I don't know, man.
It had it.
He's overrated
to me,
that
man. One shot. It was really that one shot. Kawhi.
I had them going. Man, it shouldn't even got to that point.
It shouldn't even like. It really
ain't no way in hell. Think about that.
I mean,
because if they get past them, they probably win the chip with everything that happened with Golden State.
Yeah, assuming the injuries happen,
exactly.
But then they had to go through Giannis. They would have to go through.
They would have beat Giannis in them.
Yeah.
They would have beat Giannis.
They probably,
Giannis would have been overwhelmed in that series. Giannis could even deal with Kawhi.
Yeah.
It ain't no way in hell he would have been able to deal with all five of them.
Tough though. Yeah, that is tough.
He couldn't guard Jimmy with the Heat.
It was what the thing about him guarding Jimmy. It was like Jimmy was more of a playmaker. He wasn't really like looking to score in that series. Yeah. So and then plus like when Giannis was guarding him, like Jimmy always called for a pick. So
yeah, I don't think Jimmy was a leading scorer in that series.
Yeah, so it's
talking about the Heat and Bucks series.
Yeah.
Yo, Jay Crowder, bro, was the unsung hero in that series, man.
Yeah, he was.
And the finals, Jay Crowder was a.
Jay Crowder was.
Yeah.
This is my
losing Jay Crowder is a big deal.
That's why for me, man, Giannis, bro, you can't be getting locked up by Jay Crowder in stretches like that, bro. You can't. Like you're the MVP. Like, but again, the reason that happens is because Jay Crowder's smart. He knows you ain't got the mid range. But that's on Giannis, man. Well, he could shoot it, but it ain't nothing to. It's not.
Yeah, he will live with it.
To Gwaveo's point, though,
yeah.
Why didn't Giannis want to guard Jimmy Butler though? Why didn't he go out of his way to try to check him?
A lot of people were bringing that up. I feel like Milwaukee run a small ball lineup sometimes with like Brook Lopez out of the game. Like sometimes they run Giannis at the 5, so like sometimes he's the rim protector. A lot of people don't know that because like I don't know how they don't visualize that. And plus you got other defenders. You got Wes Matthews. You got who else you got on that team?
Man, screw that.
You got Georgia. Yeah, but
when
still
we
like
played,
when
we played Miami, Bron went out of his way to come see D Rose.
For sure.
In the finals, last year in the finals, Anthony Davis told the huddle, "Let me guard Jimmy." This man is 6'10".
Yeah.
Guarding Jimmy Butler and clamped him up.
He did. He clamped him up.
He clamped up. Dame what 4 years ago, man?
It's crazy, bro.
I mean, it's different though, because Giannis
should have stepped up and said,
Giannis ain't Braun though. Giannis ain't Braun though, so it's
that's just a different element though. He should. You're the defensive player of the year, and deservingly so. If you look at the advanced analytical stats of Giannis and what he did last year, is unmatched. Some stuff that's never been done in NBA history. Yeah. Like his advanced stats is crazy. It's something a lot of people don't talk about.
I think his player efficiency rating was the highest.
It's through the roof. Yes, like it's he deserved it. Both awards. Yeah. So it's like I can't shade him for that. But at the end of the day, you are on the biggest stage. You know what I'm saying? Like this is your time. You need to do what you need to do. You got to go check him.
That's mental. That's mental right there. Like it just shows like that's what your basketball IQ right there. It just shows your basketball IQ right there in that situation. And also, like, I feel like they should have playoff awards too, because, like, to be honest, Giannis was the regular season defensive player of the year, but for that playoffs, it had to be AD. AD deserved, he
definitely.
Yeah, that's why people were like, "Oh, this is your defensive player of the year," and they forgetting that the playoffs and regular season is two totally different.
You know what
games,
though?
It's
you know what though?
Different ball games, bro.
I don't know how.
Because you playing the same team. You playing the same team 7 times, and then like it's adjusting, like it's game plan.
I think the finals MVP weighs more to me than the league MVP.
Of course,
because of how valuable it is. Like nobody has 4. Like who has 4? Bron and Mike. Exactly. That's it.
Exactly.
That's why it's so. All these all-time greats, Magic, Kareem, Bird. All these guys that got multiple rings, 3 or more. Yeah. The list of 3 or more is short on an elite level. Yeah. But then you look, you say, damn, Kareem played in the weakest era of basketball, in my opinion, the 70s.
Yeah, the 70s,
right?
Yeah.
So he dominated the weakest era of basketball, but only won but he won 5 MVPs in that era, but only 1 title. So if you think about that, that should make you question how great of a player he actually was. Was he a beneficiary of the weakest era of basketball, or was he really that great? So it's like, then you say, how many Finals MVPs he got? 2, 3, was it?
Yeah, like
out of 6?
Yeah,
I think he's only got 2.
Yes,
Magic has 5 rings. He got
how many MVPs he got? He got like 4
Finals MVPs.
No, regular MVPs.
Who?
I get those mixed up for Kareem.
Oh, Kareem has 6. He got 6 and 6.
Oh yeah, 6 MVPs. He do got the most.
He got 6 league MVPs. 5 of them he won in the 70s. He won 1 in the 80s.
I think he got 2 finals.
He got 2 finals,
and I think he's only got 2 finals MVPs.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
6 titles, 2 finals MVPs. So people say, "Oh, LeBron was patented." Yeah, the accolades is there, but he also dominated the weakest era of basketball. To me, he's still in my top 3 off the strength that you just cannot deny his accolades, and he scored 38,000 points.
It's a greatest list. You have to put him in your top.
But it's like he has the most unstoppable shot too.
That's true, and that's why you have to look at it as Finals MVP is a prestigious award.
It really is.
LeBron James has 4. Nobody else has more outside of Michael Jordan. Out of all of these all-time great players of all time, guys got 5, 6 championships, but they don't have 5, 6 Finals MVPs. That's why Bron being a 4-time champion and a 4-time Finals MVP, Jordan being a 6-time champion, 6-time Finals MVP, that holds so much weight.
It really do.
That is so heavy that you can't deny that. Over league MVP and anything. But to add postseason awards, I think, is stupid to me, simply because everybody doesn't have a shot at it.
Exactly. Yeah,
only a certain amount of teams make the playoffs, so I don't think it'd be fair to somebody who may potentially could ball in the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But it's just unfortunately you on a bad team, like
Yeah, that's
Devin
another
Booker
reason why I'm like that. I thought about that because like they will probably use that like later on. If that was incorporated, they'll probably use that later on as an argument. Oh well, he got
exactly.
Yeah. So
and then it's like, how heavy is it?
Yeah.
If a guy wins defensive player of the year for the playoffs, is that heavy?
Yeah.
Like, like a finals MVP, like that weighs something. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an elite class.
But I did want to mention something though, man. Although, and this is probably not gonna be a popular opinion, man. I understand why Giannis got the defensive player of the year, man. But when I look at it in its totality, man, I'm not convinced that he's a better defender than AD, and this is why, bro. I think AD is such a smart defender, bro. He's the smartest big defender, bro, hands down. Because Giannis is a good defender, but he leverages his athleticism a great deal. That's why I always give Westbrook a hard time. For how athletic Westbrook is, man, you should be a
way better defender.
You know
I agree.
But AD, bro, when you I look at Dwight, and I really realized this year, bro. When I look at Dwight Howard, he fouls like this, bro. But AD, man, his timing and his ability to
sound,
discipline,
he's so intelligent. Yeah. And the word AD gets the edge defensively with Giannis, to me, is on switches, bro.
Exactly.
This dude will switch on anything. He'll lock up anything. Point guards, you name it, man. But he's smart, and he plays defensive. When you look in a very, very smart way, as opposed to Giannis, not to take anything away from him, he leverages his athleticism. To me, man, Giannis leverages his athleticism better than any other athlete I've ever seen. I guess you could say Westbrook is up there, but
and I don't think Giannis isn't a liability when forced to switch. Giannis can guard all 5.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's a more versatile defender than Anthony Davis, but I do think Anthony Davis is a better defender. Yeah, but it's just that Giannis had a better year of defending. And Anthony Davis wasn't too far behind. He led the league in, he was like second in blocks. I think Whiteside led the league in blocks. Might have been. So it was neck and neck with him and Giannis, but I feel like Giannis just was a better defender this year statistically than Anthony Davis was.
And that was good admit, bro. If AD started at the 5 the majority of the game, he would have ran away with that because he's getting more blocks.
More than likely.
For him to lead the league lead his team in blocks and rebounds, while Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, those 7-foot towers on. That says a lot, bro.
And trust me, bro. They wanted to give it to Anthony Davis, but it's like,
they probably did.
How many people have done it in the history of the game? MVP, Defensive Player of the Year in the same season, like 3 people, including Giannis.
Jordan,
Hakeem.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah, that's the 2.
And Giannis, that's it. 3 people. So it's like they wanted to give it to Anthony Davis because it's like you know doing that is a rare feat. But it's like, man, when you look at his numbers analytically, Giannis Antetokounmpo is on a level of his own.
Yeah, it was really a close debate.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like, it's crazy.
He's gonna have to evolve.
So I get it. You got to do a lot to do that because the NBA don't want to give it to you.
Yeah. He got exposed though, man. I'm sorry, Giannis.
He did. I agree.
His shot, bro, man. I agree. But you know what, man? I'm not too harsh on Giannis. This is why I'm not too harsh. I'm harsh on Ben Simmons, bro. If y'all see my TikTok, bro, I'm harsh on because I don't.
TikTok,
you get paid. You get paid to play basketball. How have you been in the league this long?
Thank you.
Let me tell you something, bro.
I could not agree more.
I watched Joakim Noah. I watched Joakim Noah since he was in Florida, bro. And Joakim Noah, I don't think attempted a shot outside of like 3 feet. By the time Joakim Noah was in his 6th season,
he was shooting at 15-foot range.
Respectable jump shot, bro.
Yeah.
Somewhat. And that thing was ugly as hell, bro.
It really was. If
Joakim Noah could just out, bro. Come on, man.
It really was.
That's like when
that thing was just
the first time try to shoot.
Joakim Noah had no spin on his shot. I ain't never seen a ball sit in the air and
was
float.
horrible, man.
I'm like, oh my
God.
Homeboy
went to UF, man, and he had classes with Joakim Noah, man.
That's
he said Al Horford was a really nice guy because, man, that team was stacked, bro. Oh, my God. Noah, Horford, Corey Brewer, they had that white boy. Oh, that was this sniper white boy, man. But anyhow.
But the thing about Ben Simmons, the thing about Ben Simmons, like when I first came to TikTok, like I was really hard on Ben Simmons. I'm like, bro, you can't be like this talented. You are elite at everything: defense, playmaking, rebounding. Like you have it all. They basically compare you to LeBron, but you don't have the jump shot. You don't have a jumper at all whatsoever, bro. Like you have everything else to be great.
Wait, bro, you know what pisses me off about it?
Yeah, bro.
This is what pisses me off about it, bro. It's like having a shiny new toy, right? Yeah. When you're a kid, you go, you have Christmas, you open up your gifts, you got a shiny new toy, and it's a toy that every other kid wants. Exactly. You think that kid is just gonna put that toy in his room and just lock it away? Hell no. He's gonna take it and show it to everybody. Look what I got, right?
Exactly.
That's something Ben Simmons isn't doing with his shooting. So that lets me know, are you really working on your craft?
No,
because if you're working on your craft, you're gonna want to exhibit it and show everybody what you learned.
Is that desire there? Is that desire to get better?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I saw a video with
Jimmy Butler
Giannis,
talked about it.
Yeah.
That's why he got the hell up out of there. They didn't have no work ethic.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, man, some cats, bro. I feel like some NBA players, they're just happy to be in the league, bro. No offense, bro.
That's what Kobe said.
He might be one of. When I think about someone like, you guys may disagree with, I think about someone like Kelly Oubre, bro. I think he's happy to be in the league and make his millions, bro.
I don't know about Kelly Oubre.
To me, some of these cats, they're happy
pretty
to be
boy.
Once they make it,
I get what you're saying. I feel like, Kelly Oubre, I think he's talented enough. He just never had like the green light to like show off how good he really is. Because like Kelly Oubre is better than what a lot of people think he is.
I did a YouTube video where I blacked the screen. I actually put it on TikTok. I blacked the screen and I lowered my voice, and I described the perfect basketball player, and it ended up being Ben Simmons. And people in the comments were saying, "I thought you was talking about Kevin Durant." I thought, ooh, because I'm sitting here, I blacked the screen. I'm like, I'm gonna drop my tone, and I said, imagine 6'10", can dribble like a guard, rebound like a big, can handle the ball, great defensive. He was 250 pounds, 200 some odd pounds. I ain't gonna say 50. Ben Simmons probably like what, 235?
230. Yeah, 235. Yeah.
He was physically made by God to play basketball. for you to average 16, 7, and 7 for 3 consecutive seasons.
For 3 years, Spawn Hour talked about that. He did talk about. I seen that take.
Showing no incline in your game.
Yeah,
you have attempted the same amount of threes. Like, bro, Shaq got more threes attempted than you in your career. What's up with you?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a slap in the face to people that's working their ass off, day in and day out in the offseason. You not showing me your shiny new toy. Like, bro.
Exactly. He would get away with it in like earlier eras, but this is like a new age of basketball.
Yeah.
Like,
in the 90s, he'd have probably been a dog.
He would have been for real. Like, he would have got away.
Like,
he probably would have been best.
Like, he was like, they played him at guard for some time, right?
Yeah, point guard.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, they tried to move him to the 4. They did try to move him to the 4.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah, he's what they call.
And then you're competing with Steph Curry and he was competing with Steph Curry and Dame Lillard. There's no comparison because like point guard is like right now like point guard like shooting like is their main focus.
Maybe like, Ben Simmons isn't a point guard. Anybody ever think of that? Maybe Ben Simmons is a power forward.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let him get his back to the basket game on. Put him in a place where the defense will respect them because they don't respect them bringing the ball up the court.
Exactly.
Put him somewhere where the defense will guard him. So then that gets to the point of Joel Embiid. What do you do with Joel Embiid? So which one do you?
Exactly.
That's why one of them has to go. This will never work, ever work from a basketball standpoint.
And that's why I was run the point forward better than Ben Simmons.
LeBron also shoots 38% from 3.
Even now, man, like I'm trying to think of the power forwards, man. There's not a lot that
he's not. I don't think
there's really a lot.
The Zach Randolph prototype power forward, man, that's just falling through in between, man. It's like even then the
that part of the league is dead.
Yeah,
bro.
the last person that's alive from that is LaMarcus Aldridge. It's LaMarcus.
No,
that's the last.
Even Zebo towards the end of his career had to learn how to stretch his game.
Exactly. Yeah.
You watched LaMarcus Aldridge play recently?
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, that's my favorite power forward. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're right though. LaMarcus is the only one that like would routinely go put his back again. Yeah.
He's
the last of a dying breed.
Yeah.
I mean, you got centers that do it, but
not often though. Not as often though. Like that's not their like go-to.
Joel Embiid is unguardable on the block, and he should do that more. To me, I think he fell in love with shooting the 3 because of the way the game is transitioned. That's not you.
I hate that, bro. Like I'd be playing street basketball. You got bigs trying to shoot. No, bro.
Exactly.
Get your in the paint,
like,
bro.
I envy their height, bro.
The shooting is sexy, bro. They want the sexy play, man. Get out of here, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. Like,
not only is it sexy, it's undangerous. You ain't got to sprain your knee shooting.
Exactly.
Unless somebody walk up underneath you. So, easy, faster to get back to the other side of the court. It's like you say, it's sexy, man. Like, I don't know. That's why I like that.
It looks better if you have a higher field goal, or a 3-point rating, in the NBA right now. It just looks to almost like the new age of basketball. It just looks better if you're shooting a high percent from 3.
Of course.
There's a reason that people love Curry, that don't get into analytics. There's a reason that Dame Lillard is becoming the face of the NBA right now.
Yeah, Dame Lillard, he's second after Curry, and it's actually funny. I was actually thinking about making a TikTok video. You feel free to take it if you guys want, because I have a bunch of ideas, like the most influential players in the last 30 years, bro. You gotta think Jordan, AI, LeBron, and Curry, but out of all of them, it's probably Curry, bro. As far as the game of basketball itself right now.
Okay, so that's
on all levels, bro. Not just the NBA. I'm talking about you go out to the rec. Yeah.
I think.
But hold on, real quick.
Yes.
It's different, right? Because if you're talking about the culture of the NBA, it's AI, right? If you're talking about NBA as a brand and how it was revolutionized to the international stage, that's MJ. But if you're talking about X's and O's, within that's Curry.
Like a play style, play style, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's different types. Yeah, it is different types.
And LeBron, man, LeBron did not really change the league. I guess if you're gonna give LeBron credit, you could say he revolutionized the players' mobility. I guess you could say that, man. Yeah. But as far as the game itself,
I mean, you can't forget about Bird and Magic too. What Bird and Magic did for the league in the 80s.
Exactly.
Even from like a marketing standpoint.
Well, they revitalized the league. The league was, people don't realize the league was kind of dead, man, before them guys came in there, man.
If it wasn't for Bird and Magic, the NBA probably wouldn't even be in existence right now. And that's fact.
That's how I perceive LeBron. Like he's like a combo of Bird and Magic, like a evolved
as far as play. As far as play style, I could agree with that assessment.
And people, man, can we talk about Larry Bird for a second, man? I feel like Larry Bird been getting a lot of disrespect, man. Maybe it's the generation, bro. People don't realize how bad of a man Larry Bird was. I mean, personally, bro, I took the time to watch all them ESPN classics, all them players, bro. Larry Bird was that dude, bro. Like, and I'm not gonna say the N word on here, but Larry Bird was that dude, bro. I want to say it, bro. He was that dude, bro.
Go
like,
look at. Go
people
look
see
at.
some
You
white
want to go
dude with some curly hair? Nah, bro. Larry Bird was out here.
Larry Bird numbers and look at LeBron numbers, and you'll see some similarities in there. You'll see the 20. Larry Bird. Look, a lot of people don't know this. Larry Bird was a small forward. You know this man averaged 10 rebounds for his career.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, you have the factor in, like, Fat Boy did mention this to me. Like, you have the factor in, like, the era, because, like, the rules have changed. Like, there wasn't no 3-second rule, because, you know, they added that because of Shaq, though. But still, like, 10 boards.
No. Let me put you on.
Yeah.
Funny Fat Boy is my dude, and I love him.
He really is.
But
is that the dude that only shows his eyes with a
bro.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Funny Fat Boy is my dude. I love him. I got respect for him, and his opinion made him debated about. We actually go on live on Instagram.
Yeah, I was there.
Because TikTok don't allow you to do joint. So you know, we sometimes we go in there and we debate. I have to listen. The whole thing about the rule changes and the 3 and the key, that's false. The 3 and the key got implemented so long ago. Like he's trying to make it seem like that was.
It's two different types.
No. You talking about illegal defense and 3 and the key? Those are two different things.
Yeah, it's two different types.
Those are two different things.
Yeah.
3 and the key was implemented in Bill Russell's era.
Nah, it was like
when the shot clock and all of that. That was not Larry Bird's era. So 3 and the key wasn't in existence. It was illegal defense. And illegal defense is what kind of made Jordan, I ain't gonna lie, it helped Jordan out a lot. It made him a better scorer. But people, you could still debunk the fact of, oh, well, if there was zone back in the 90s, Jordan wouldn't have been as good as he was. Because simple, for those that don't know, I don't know how familiar y'all are with illegal defense, but illegal defense is you have to be within a certain amount of feet of the guy that you're defending. So you couldn't like zone off of somebody to kind of build a wall around Giannis, like how people build a wall around Giannis and LeBron. You had to be within reaching, touching range of the person that you defended. I can't have a person at the 3-point line and me standing in the paint waiting for LeBron. That's illegal defense. Yeah. All the person that's guarding you has to say is, look, ref, look. And they blow the whistle and you get free throws, right? So therefore, you had to stay close to the guy that you was guarding, which allowed Jordan to play one-on-one. So if you was going to help off Jordan, you had to fully commit and double team and bring the double, or you had to come late to contest the shot. You couldn't, you know, like play kind of like a zone. That's why people say, oh, Jordan only thrived in that era because you couldn't run zone, or you couldn't like box and one him like you could now against guys like LeBron and Giannis and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So the 3 of the key stuff, that was long time ago.
Yeah.
Illegal defense now was like,
I think it was 01.
I want to say 2000, 2001.
It was 01.
Where they took away illegal defense and they implemented zone. They allowed you to play zone.
Yeah.
I think that was like 2001. And now that is what they did for Shaq and Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with 3 and the key.
Yeah,
so, true, you know, the 5-second back down rule, that's the Charles Barkley rule. They implemented that because he used to back opponents down from the 3-point line all the way to the paint and waste like 20 seconds off the shot clock. Literally. He used to put his big ass caboose.
I didn't read about that. I didn't read about that. Yeah.
Yes. From the 3-point line all the way down to the paint till he got you in the sweet spot, put you under the basket, and then he used to lay it up. Like literally. Some of the most boring basketball you could ever watch, but you know, that's how he used to operate. So they created a rule. You couldn't back your opponent down for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, or you know, it's a penalty. So it's a lot of stuff. you can't just listen to everything Funny Fat Boy say.
No, I'm not.
It's one of
I
those
just
things
take it into account because I'm always like open minded. I'm open minded.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing.
One of the hardest thing, man, in sports is to debate who's better than who, right? Because lately I've been seeing I've had to like refute a lot of people that said KD's better than Larry Bird. I'm like, no, he's not. But this is the thing though, like, because to me, when you say he's better, the first thing by default I'm gonna go to is resume, things you've accomplished. If that's the case, Larry Bird blows KD out of the water. Now, if you're talking about talent, skill set, all of that, then you can make an argument easily for KD over Bird.
That's why you have to emphasize that.
So for me, by default, if again, and we've had this conversation, the whole thing with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, bro, like in their primes, talent, skill, all that stuff, Aaron Rodgers, and I'm not so sure that is close. But again, I'm not going to sit here and say Aaron Rodgers is better than Brady, right? Because again, my default, like whenever I hear that default, I'm going to go to resume. I'm going to go to accolades, bro. Yeah. Same with basketball. So that's why it's, and I think a lot of times when people say KD, I think really what they want to say is talent, skill. But
that's the thing with Fat Boy, like, because I remember early on when we got together, like, I don't know if y'all know this, like we created this group page, Fat Five, and like, like when we got together, we had like the Discord chat, we talked, and then like we got into a little argument because like the thing how he evaluates players is skill, like mainly his main just is skill. You don't evaluate
skill and talent.
Like,
facts.
So that's why we got into like the AD and Giannis argument because I'm trying to tell him, bro, like, okay, AD's the more skilled basketball player, but skill doesn't equate to being the better basketball player, bro. Because like Giannis' impact and production, like the stats back it up, bro. The stats back it up. Yeah, impact. Like
impact is big because, like I said earlier, you had stepped out, OG. But to me, you may disagree, but if you take AD and you put him in Milwaukee, just swap AD and Giannis. I don't know that Milwaukee's record is the same. I don't think it's as good as with that. But so that's why I look at impact. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Giannis is better. It could be a fit thing as well.
Yeah, it could be a system thing. Yeah, it could. You
just took the words out of my mouth because they've had 6 or 7 years to prepare to surround players around Giannis that fit his skill set. So that'd be unfair to swap a guy that can't handle the ball as good as Giannis and put him in a position of where he needs to be the primary ball handler. That's not fair to Anthony Davis. So it's like, so I would agree with that, but it's unfair.
Yeah, that's why I hate those type of arguments. Like, I hate when like they use that, like switch players and put them in that position, or like take this player from the 90s and put them into today's game. I'm like, bro, you trying to put a player that grew up in a certain era and then you're gonna implement them into a new era. It's different. It's a different style. The rules are different.
The play styles are different.
Exactly.
And to say that this player wouldn't be able to thrive in a certain era potentially because of how he played in that era, you can't use how he played in their era to compare how he would play in this era because the game's is different. You would prepare yourself to learn how to shoot.
That's exactly what it is because you can't take someone in 2020 and then just plop him in there. They would have to have been born in that era, grow up in that culture. That's where they mess up. That's why that's the dumbest.
And that's why Funny Fat Boy said something about Dominique Wilkins, and he was talking about how Dominique Wilkins is nothing but a DeMar DeRozan.
Before you get into that, bro, that argument started because we were in I forgot. Yeah, we were in a Zoom call. We were in another Zoom meeting because I'll be in another Zoom meeting. That started in with me, Fat Boy, JJ, and some other 2 dudes. Like that argument started because we were talking about gosh, I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah, I think I said like I forgot how that argument. It was like a month ago. It was a month ago. But you could go on. Though.
Yeah, but he mentioned something about Dominique Wilkins and how he wouldn't be able to transition and he ain't nothing but a DeMar DeRozan. And I felt disrespect to that because I had high hopes for DeMar DeRozan. I feel like he let me down. So I feel like if you ask me, DeMar DeRozan's the most overrated player in the league because I felt like he could have been better than what he was. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. Yeah. But the case is, I'm like, how could you disrespect? He said, ain't no way he should have been averaging 29 points per game for 9 consecutive seasons. I'm like, why not? Just because the man was placed in an era to where shooting the three, the three-point line came into existence. The three-point line came into existence right along with the merger, right? The NBA, what is that? ABA merger.
ABA,
when they merged, the ABA was the ones that started the 3-point line, right? And the ABA used it as a trick shot. Oh, kind of like the 4-point line was in the 3v3 stuff that Ice Cube, it's a trick shot. That's how it started. Now you compare to what it was in 1969 as a trick shot, or 69 as a trick shot, to what it is in 2020 as the primary goal, the go-to shot.
Yeah. More tactical.
So the growth, go look at the amount of threes taken from 1969 to 1995. Just the gradual increase you see. And then you go look at a guy like Dominique Wilkins' 3-point percentage from when he got into from 86, 87 to 95. You see the gradual increase. He shot like 19% his rookie year. But then he popped his Achilles in 91. 92, he came right back and he shot 38% from three and hit an all-time high in threes. That's not a coincidence. Yeah. The game was starting to mature and gravitate more towards shooting threes. I'm not going to say at that moment, but it was more than it was back in the 80s.
Exactly.
So you see the maturation developing, you know what I'm saying? More towards extending the game out to the 3-point line.
That's what I be telling them all the time, man.
Even though Steph Curry revolutionized and made it what it is today, the NBA was trying to find a way to implement the 3-point line to make players use it more. Because, more points, the more exciting the game is. That's why in the early 90s, they actually shrunk the 3-point line. A lot of people don't know that. But in the early 90s, they actually shrunk the 3-point line like 3 feet. And it's not a coincidence that Jordan shot his best from three in that season.
Basically a mirroring shot,
Right, you know what I'm saying? But, they actually did that to try to get more points, more possessions, and, people firing up more and more shots. So it's not even about, if you pull this player from this era and put him in this era, what would he be? I think you could look at some all-time greats and say, okay, he would transition, definitely. Dominique Wilkins is one of them.
Exactly.
Like, to call him DeMar DeRozan, like, come on, bro.
Exactly.
If I had more than a minute, bro, I would have broke it down even harder, but I only had a minute. Exactly. I'm like, I got to get in and up out of here.
That's another thing, bro, with TikTok. It's hard to make your point in a minute, man.
I got to get right to the point.
That's why I be struggling with my takes, because I need like 5 minutes to get up. Take
man,
off.
That's why you see
I be
me
looking at the timer. I'm like,
no. Yeah.
Sometimes my boys be making fun of me because I be talking fast as hell.
I know. Like, I made one. I think it was the Derrick Henry one, and I was like, I did it like 4 times just so I can get all my information.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm so used to OG. Like, I just assume that you probably talk like it's rapid fire, man. And you got to be quick with that. Sometimes I talk so fast that I cut myself off, man, because I'm still talking like after I press the button. So, but it's
all the time. That's why I be when I be talking to my TikToks, I be talking just like this, and I be real fast like that. Sometimes I stutter and skip over it a little bit, but.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like watching it. I'm like, wait a minute, he only got 30 minutes, and now, and then and he was only done with half the list, and I'm like, okay, well, here's where it gets sped up now.
Let me ask you guys a question, man. Do you guys ever get like lately, so I don't come out here and say, the Bucks are the best, we're gonna win a Super Bowl. Do you guys know that freaking this morning, man? Like, yeah, man, the Bucks effing suck. Yo, man, people are they're DMing me on IG, bro. You take that, man. How about the Bucks?
That's because you hold them down. I get the same heat for the Eagles.
But my whole thing is this: I never sit here and say till this day I think the Saints are gonna win the division, bro. I never said the Bucks are gonna win the division. I never said the Bucks are gonna win the Super Bowl. They just come at me, bro. And I think a lot of it are Saints fans, bro. Honestly, I can't prove it though, man. But I'm like, bro, it's that deep that it's 6 a.m, bro, and you found my freaking IG, and it's 6 a.m. You're cussing me out about the Bucks and Tom Brady, bro. Is that deep to you, bro?
It's strong to him, bro. I get the same heat. Eagles lose, suck ass. You can do the. I'm like, whoa. You probably like 16 telling me this, bro. What's up with you? Like, how you feel? I ain't even put the Eagles on a pedestal or nothing. I just hope we win. I know we got it.
On one, I made a prediction about the score, and then the first thing I see is whenever I wake up in the morning, I was like, how that prediction go. I think it was the 49ers game. I had it being a close game. We completely got blown up.
This didn't age well.
Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. I've uploaded like 5 other videos. How'd you go back, find that, and then comment that?
I'm not gonna lie though, man. I straight up delete comments, bro. I do.
You do?
But the thing is, I do. But let me explain, bro. The only comments I delete is never the content. If someone's clearly like cursing, oh, what the F, and the reason being, bro, there's a lot of little kids that's on the content. That's the only.
That's why I don't curse in my TikTok.
You can say whatever you want to me, bro. It doesn't faze me, bro, at all.
Yeah.
But when or if I see bullying type comments, man, like sometimes, man, what the F you talking about? Especially if there's cursing, I might, but I don't do it all the time, bro. If I just happen to see it, then but I don't sit.
You know what's crazy though? I get toxic comments, you know. But for the most part, man, my community, my fan base is pretty straightforward. Like they don't give me too much. Like I've seen some toxic fan bases. Like, you know, I be hopping in and out of y'all lives. I be trying to show y'all love. I be hopping in and out of y'all lives or whatever. You know, I see you on, I see Guru on, I see McGee. Man, I hopped in McGee stuff before, man. They was talking about the man teeth. They was talking about it, man. Look, I'm like, bro, y'all ain't come on, wildin'.
Y'all hiding behind
bro.
Profile.
That's why when I'm on live, bro, to this day, they never know I don't ever mention if I talk about my daughter, they don't know what her first name is. They don't know my wife.
Yeah.
That, bro. It's specific for that, bro. You ain't gonna weaponize that against me, bro.
Exactly. Like, bro, it's crazy. Like they be talking about his dad. Like I hopped in there one day. Somebody was talking about his dad and how his dad died or whatever, and you buried your dad or something like people was talking. I'm like, yo, and this was ironically, I had went live, and you know, it was a bunch of people in there. We was all going crazy, you know, OG gang in the comments, everybody, you know, OG, we love you, this and that. McGee hops in, he sees that love, so he decides to go live. So I ended up cutting my live short, and I hop in his live, and I see the exact opposite. I'm like, what is going on?
That's
I'm barely in McGee's live.
I'm like, for the most part, I don't have that.
I'm barely in McGee's live.
Every now and then you'll have some stragglers, bro, that come out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
Your community is pretty
you know what,
for me, man. You know, I be in your live show. Your community don't act up. You keep
they don't act up like that. But it was funny though, man. With the whole election thing, bro, straight up, bro, I made it clear that I supported Biden, bro. It's so funny, bro. The amount of people in my comment section, oh, you lost a follower, man.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I commented on one of those.
Bro, every single one of them, I told them, listen, man, I'm gonna talk about whatever the hell I want. If I want to talk about politics, I'm gonna talk about politics, bro. You can keep your follow. I don't care, bro. For every follow, I commented.
Gain 3 more, bro.
It's a liberal.
Don't let that compromise your integrity and what you believe in.
Yeah, they expect you to people expect you to stick on one thing and one thing only, and not say anything else.
And I like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. I did it more than sports creators. For the most part, man, I stay out of the whole. But my own, I just find it very interesting that, like, wow, you have to let me know that you don't follow anymore. One guy,
I know.
This was a grown man. I was like, man, whatever will I do? I wish I could have spoken it, bro.
Yeah, like, I think I know what comment you're talking about. I think I commented on that.
What I wrote exactly was G Willikers. Whatever will I do? That's what I wrote, bro.
Whatever will I do without your follow?
Whatever will I do? How will I live, man?
Yeah, I think I saw that. I commented. I was like, yeah, that's such an important follow you just lost. Like, oh my
man, bro. They go out of their way to tell you that.
Exactly.
Oh, you just lost a follower. I'm like, bro. And I hate when people comment irrelevant stuff that's pertaining to the video. To me, that's a pet peeve. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
No, I get a lot of that.
I get real irritated.
Like when I'm making a video about football, and then you got like 50 people commenting, "Oh, dude, Memphis Grizzlies starting 5." I'm like, bro,
oh yeah.
I'm talking about football. Why is you bringing up basketball up in
here? It was funny because
plus I already did that video. Damn.
It was funny because remember the first time we did the podcast, I came on there and you posted on your thing, right? I came there to look at the comment section. I see like Minnesota starting 5, whatever. You know, I'm like, dang.
Yeah. When we did the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, OG. I have a quick question, bro. Like, so like I went from really around like 12 to like 20. Now, man, it's very hard. I'm actually on the live right now, man. It's very hard to maintain the chat because I try to get to every comment. And lately, people have been getting like a little impatient. So you have 100. I'm assuming, bro, you get 40 people easily. So when you go on live, bro, do you just say whatever you want, or do you even attempt to kind of like read the comments, or because it gets a lot trickier, man.
This is what I noticed with you. And the more followers you get, you'll realize this. You cannot hold those comments. You're not going to be able to get to everybody. And I see you try to get to everybody. You're not going to be able to get to everybody because then you start falling behind and there's other people trying to communicate with you and you don't see it until 15, 20 minutes later. And it's like the whole communication is lost.
All your comments, man. That's another thing.
OJ,
it reminded me.
Do.
Yeah.
You just have to let the comments flow. Now, if you see one, if your eye catches one that you want to respond to, hold it, read what he say, and flip that bad boy back up and let them roll. Let them talk to themselves. And and that's the way you're gonna have to do it.
You know what's like cool about OG? Like, I was in there back when you had like 9 in there every day, and there's like we had like there was me, Titletown, Diaka was in there. So like those people keep coming back, and it's like, and now like it's starting to come in a little bit more. So like, I think, and then those people who come in now don't like see how it was, like before whenever you did read all of them.
Exactly.
And like they post like, and then they post like the same thing. Like I'm like.
Over and over, they spam.
Yeah, it's like the same thing.
But one thing,
five messages.
Yeah, one thing, Ducky, I'll say, like, so some of the people, the day one followers, I have most of them are moderators. So because they're moderators, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I'm gonna prioritize their comments, especially if I see moderators. So you could say it's not fair, whatever it is. No, those are day one cats. Like when I did the whole giveaway, man, I specifically from the time I started, man, wrote down names of people that consistently go to the live all the time.
I should have done that. OJ. Because to be honest with you, I did my giveaway, and I feel like I gave it away to the wrong person. I really do.
Yeah.
I was very happy with my choice, bro.
When you guys did a giveaway?
I did mine at 10,000.
I did mine at
10,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got one in the draft right now, man, that I'm waiting, like, cause I just bought a car. Like, to be honest, I just bought a car today, so like I'm not in the best financial situation right now. But, like, I was planning.
Don't do it if you look.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, that's why I kept it in the draft.
Also, bro, it doesn't have to be something serious, bro.
Yeah, no.
It could be people, bro. If they win,
people
just the fact of winning is big to people, man.
Yeah. Now, people, I saw one live. It was like, this guy was doing a card trick, and he was like, okay, if y'all guess the right thing, I'll give y'all a follow back. It's not even like big, and again, as I said, like TikTok, you can follow 2,000 people.
Any type of incentive can get people going in a competitive nature.
Yeah, and that's why those clubs rolling. Everybody went go like it.
When I did my 100K, man,
OJ,
I should have did what you did, because when I did my 100K, I felt like I gave it away. Like Ducky had hopped in there, and I put him on a list. I had selected 10 people, and I was looking for the 10th. And right when I looked for the 10th, Ducky hopped in there. I'm like, oh, there go the 10th right there. And I was like, should I do another one? And they was like, yeah. So I did 11. And it's like, I feel like I gave it away to somebody that ain't. And it's real true members of the OG gang. And I felt like I gave it away to somebody that wasn't in the OG gang. And I don't know, it's just.
But the reason that happened is probably because you thought about the giveaway too late. For me, when I had like 3,000, like when I had a very small amount, I started taking notes on who consistently comes.
I should have, And the thing about it is I wanted to do a giveaway at 50K, but from like 25 to 75K, my channel, it took off like a rocket.
It went off
quick. So I was like, damn.
It wasn't like a drastic, it was drastic change.
I'm like, damn, I wasn't prepared for 50K.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, 60K. And I'm like, oh, 60K came in 2 days. It's like, oh, so it was like I couldn't rest on it until I got to like 80K. Then it started to slow down, and then I could actually think about it and actually plan it out. So when I actually did it, it was like, whatever, but I felt like I gave it away to the wrong person. I felt like I could have gave it to
That's what I'm scared of right now. I'm scared of that, man.
So be taking notes now, bro, on your loyals and people.
No, it's good on my part, because like mine's I gained my followers steadily. So like, and plus like before I used to go live a lot, so like I remember like people's names, bro, because like
and that's my bad thing. And when I did my 100K giveaway, even Spawn Hour hopped in there. I'm like, hey, bro, you don't qualify. You got more followers than me. You need to get on the out of here. Spawn hopped in there like, hey, can I get in? I'm like, nah, bro. What you talking about? That boy been hot.
Yeah. Okay, but this is just off
right now.
He's one of my favorite TikTokers, man.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna I plan on doing a favorite TikTok of like 5 people. I already know who's gonna be on it, but he'll probably make it.
Yeah, I feel like with Spawn Hour, like we talked about it, like the minute thing with the TikToks. Like I've never seen the point of scripts before, like YouTube and TikTok, but like, like I feel like Spawn Hour. The reason why he's so good with his analysis is that he come up with a script beforehand before he releases the video. I feel like that's what it is, bro. I feel like that's what it is.
And there's a second thing too.
The jump cuts. I be seeing the jump cuts. I be noticing. I'm like,
how he gets his content. And I don't have a Twitter, bro. I realize something, bro.
Exactly.
These cats, bro, a lot of them, I'm starting to see that. They just post stuff on Twitter. Oh, give me your top one. And they take the responses and boom, they do a video. That's ingenious, bro. And most of his stuff is
So you look, I looked at Spawn. I was like, he might be reading.
Exactly. Or he just like rapping. Like he recite his script.
Yeah.
His eyes.
You know what, bro? That makes sense because the stuff. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The stuff he be saying, I'm like, yo, this is why I like him so much, bro. He says stuff that's new to me, bro. Let me tell you something. Not to brag, but if you could give me a take that I'm like, oh snap, like. That's impressive, bro. Because I know a decent amount about sports. Exactly. I remember he said something to me. He's like, yeah, man. People talk about Jordan and how Jordan had easy finals opponents or whatever. He's like, okay, he did have easier opponents than LeBron, but his path to the finals was way harder than LeBron. I kind of knew that already, but the way he put it together and packaged it, it's like, yo, bro,
it's his delivery. Right. It's his delivery.
That's a beautiful take.
It's crazy because me and him made that video the same day. And people in my comments like Spawn Hour made this video already. I'm like,
I saw that comment. I saw that exact comment.
Yeah.
We're so petty. Oh, Spawn Hour made already.
We made that
fanboys.
Bro, you know what people do to me, bro? Like they'll go on someone's, like let's say I flame the Saints, bro. They'll go to the Saints page or Saints TikTok creator or whatever, and they'll tag me on there. Look what OJ wrote. Hey,
bro, they so petty, bro. They so petty out here.
I don't feel no smoke, bro.
OJ, you remember the last debate we had? It was like just funny to me how those 2 kids like they kept on saying like, oh, Spawn Hour this, Spawn Hour that. It was like, oh my goodness, you didn't want. They didn't even use their own like.
I had a debate, man, with these 2 cats. It was me versus these 2 kids, man, and they were
the Jordan stuff.
Yeah, the Jordan.
I was in your live for that.
Yeah.
That was kind of frustrating.
They kept missing his Spawn.
Huh?
They kept mentioning Spawn.
We were on an Instagram, right? We were on an Instagram chat, and all the arguments was just based off what Spawn Hour said.
It was hot right now, bro. And it was a lot of speculation. Their biggest argument, which to me was a terrible angle, was that essentially Jordan played in a very weak era. And that LeBron, that was it. But I'll be honest with you, bro. I got him within the first 10 minutes because the first thing I did, I broke down.
It's funny. I'm almost 100% sure.
I do the whole Jordan and LeBron debate. I don't do rings. I don't talk about rings. I don't do accolades. I don't do none of that. This is what I do, bro. Let's talk about defense. Who is a better defender? And that's easy, Jordan, bro. Jordan, all NBA teams, defensive player of the year, all that, bro. They agree to that. I force them to agree to that because that's logic. Then we talk about offense, bro, or whatever the case may be. And you can even say LeBron's better offense, but at the very least, we're gonna say it's close, bro. At the very least,
it's close.
By the way, Doug, I don't know if I told you, but one of the kids that I debated, bro, after I destroyed him, bro. He went in, he was DMing me on IG, and he said that I was. He called me he called me something I've never heard before. He called me a purple. He said I was a purple. Like that's the I'm not even making
what? Hold on, what?
Like a purple test. Something crazy, bro. I'm like, you're doing too much. Bro. I ended up blocking him, bro. And you
remember like in the middle of that. You remember in the middle of that chat when they said that stuff. I'm not gonna say it here, but like they said that one thing. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like it made no sense.
What they say? Some disrespectful stuff.
It was funny. It was
put it this way, what someone from Wisconsin would say, man. Like when I first heard, I'm like, who says that? That's how you talk out there, bro.
No, he's from Michigan. Okay, they're from Michigan.
Man, same Midwest. Like, I should have grouped on Midwest because Chicago, but yeah, man.
Yeah. Chill, because we ain't about that.
I don't think it was that vulgar what he said or whatever. But if you want me to say,
why did he hit your inbox? It's so crazy.
He basically said, that if you get on Madden, I'm gonna dig you. Which is, I guess that's a way of saying I'm gonna crush you. But I'm like, bro, like that's kind of sus, bro.
That was sus, bro.
And the thing is, he thought that was a cool statement. I just flamed him.
And then after that, his friend said, "Whoa, chill." And you're like, nah, scroll that.
Why was they overhyped on here? Like, what? I take it was two white guys.
Yeah. So basically, like OJ got
I destroyed him, and I was loud about it, bro. I didn't.
You ain't even need me in here then.
Nah.
Because I wouldn't even. It didn't even got. I wouldn't even broke it down.
I asked OJ, "Do you want me to invite OG?" He was like, "No, nah." Because like I saw they don't know. They don't need. Like they didn't know what they were talking about.
He didn't even need me in there. It would have been close
arguments were bad. They brought, and then no, it was funny because I'm almost 100% sure they brought in their friends into my YouTube section commenting that they won.
But the thing is, man, like when it comes to Jordan and LeBron debates, man, I've heard all the arguments, man. Like I've literally heard all the arguments, and like
you can't avoid it on TikTok. You can't avoid it on TikTok. Nah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm
the thing about that
dude. His whole TikTok is Jordan is better than LeBron. That
winner. Yeah, winner.
A bunch of them, bro.
By the way, hold on. Before you get started, OG, have you guys seen that dude? He does TikTok, but he comes off as so angry, bro. He does a lot of duets, bro. He
angry reacts.
Like
no, like sports or
he's always flaming the Asian dude, bro.
No,
and he actually duetted one of my videos. I don't know his name, but this dude is just he's just angry. He's like he'll literally do it. He's like, man, what the hell are you talking about? You're so dumb.
But he's flaming that Winter YV dude.
No, he flames the Asian guy a lot. Like if you go to his page, bro, you see like 7 straight duets with the Asian dude, man.
I don't even think I've seen any of his videos.
And there's another dude he's a Ravens fan. He has his name is Carl something.
Yeah,
he has a thick list.
Yeah.
He do it in my video today, bro. All because I said that. I think I said that.
What did he say?
I did the breakdown Lamar Jackson and he says that.
Man, people be getting so personal in here. But it's like the Jordan LeBron debate is something that you can't run away from. It's probably the most talked about topic in the sports community on TikTok.
Exactly. It's fun.
Man. People have literally built their pages based on that argument. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to me, they both greats. They both all-time greats. Jordan is better than me in my opinion. They both all-time greats. So it's just
thank you.
It's just a simple fact that
LeBron's gonna have a lot of the records in terms of scoring playoffs and all. But to me, man, I'm not saying it's not impressive. It's
longevity,
but that's longevity, man.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about it. Hold on. Now I can argue for both because I understand why LeBron fans want to make him the GOAT, and I understand why Jordan fans want to hold on to the fact that he's still the GOAT. But LeBron, year by year, the longer this shit lasts, the more of a compelling argument he's starting to build up. Because longevity means nothing when you got 100, 200 more rebounds. But because LeBron James will have 5,000 to 6,000 more rebounds, 5,000 to 6,000 more assists than Jordan, now because it's so massively overwhelming, you could use that as an argument to form an argument to say, look, we ain't talking about 1, 2, 300. LeBron is in position to be the first player in NBA history to have 40,000 points, 11,000 rebounds, and 11,000 assists.
Yeah.
Put that into perspective. Jordan, to lock it up, Jordan has 32,000 points, 6,000 rebounds, 5,000 assists.
He's gonna double him up on the rebounds.
Exactly. Now, with that, see, people like to say, okay, well, who's better, Shaq or Tim Duncan? But if you look at Shaq and Tim Duncan's longevity numbers, Duncan might have them by a few hundred rebounds here, maybe 1,000 rebounds here.
Yeah.
Whatever. So then what I like to do when people argue somebody that played more games or more seasons, I say, okay, well, let's do this. What does the averages tell you? Because the averages let me know every time he stepped on the court, this is what he gave me. So you pull up the averages. Jordan averages 30 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. LeBron averages 27, 7 and 7.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better?
Yeah. But the one thing I'll say, man, one of the biggest arguments, man, that LeBron supporters are gonna have, and it's not even debatable. LeBron's prime is by far the longest that I've personally seen, man. Exactly. You could maybe make an argument for Kareem, but LeBron's prime, bro.
No.
To me, LeBron entered his prime in year 3. To me, he entered his prime by year 3, bro.
Can y'all define prime? Because like prime to me is like your peak. Like to some people is like it's a specific time period, like the best you played in a specific time period. Like,
but this is the thing, though.
A specific age. Is
LeBron
they're like 28 to 32 is your prime. I'm like, that's not necessarily true. It's your peak. Yeah.
I don't think it's age related.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it's when it's
production.
Self.
It's more production than anything.
Right. Listen,
because to me, LeBron, you could argue statistically, this last season was one of his best. I mean, he literally got better in terms of assists. Like the dude he's not necessarily. You might say he took a little step
defensively,
back.
He took a step back.
Yeah,
tremendous
big step back, but athletically maybe a little bit. But this dude's still Listen, bro, LeBron is built different, bro. Forget the stats, forget the numbers. Let's just talk about physically, bro. The man is built different.
You've never seen nothing like that. You've never seen.
He's had one serious injury, bro, last year.
Groin.
Yeah, that's his worst injury. Yeah, that's it.
He's built different, man.
LeBron, you've never seen a 6'8", 6'9", 200. Look, J.R. Smith told a story in which he said in Miami he think LeBron James was about 280 pounds. Think about that. 280-pound freight train. The way he was moving in Miami, that's the best LeBron I've ever seen in my life.
The best
Miami,
LeBron,
bro.
Yeah.
So you're looking at that man. That is a massive human being to be moving as fast as he can move. My God, LeBron is special. Now, when you talk about prime,
coupled with his IQ,
When you talk about prime, he probably had the longest prime ever because his prime was probably 13 years long.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I don't think he's in his prime anymore, but he's still. He's still so great. He's still so great that him being out of his prime is better than a lot of all-time greats in their prime. That's how great of a player he is. That's why he's the second greatest all time. Right. He's not in his prime.
I feel like it ended in Cleveland. I feel like it ended in Cleveland.
I think he's in his prime. Check this out, bro. If AD's not there, let's say they don't have AD. It's just him and whoever else, bro. LeBron is gonna average 30 points.
Yeah.
He's gonna average 30 points. He's only he's averaging what, 25? We're talking about what, 3 more shot attempts?
At the expense of what? Would he average 30?
That's a good point. But what
I'll say close to 30. I'll say close to 30. I'll say close to 30.
I think it would be at the expense of winning because that's not who he is. If LeBron has to night in, night out, he's averaged 30 once in his career. If LeBron has to night in, night out, put up 30 points because he has no help, that team is not going to go far.
For me,
look at his production when they missed the playoffs. He was averaging like 28 a night.
Yeah, he was averaging a lot, but for me to say he's not in his prime, bro, I would have to see a discernible decline, bro. I haven't seen
defensively. That. He's not the same defensive player he is.
But though, to me, that's more desire than ability, though. That I'll be honest with you, but to me, LeBron stopped playing defense in 2013, bro. In my opinion, he just stopped.
13 was the last real year he played defense, but he played defense at 14 when he played the
stretches, man. But like, is he gonna lock up Kawhi for a whole game?
Of course not. He never was that type of defender anyway.
Yeah,
he was never that type of defender anyway. So his defense was, more so predicated on his athletic ability. And I'm not saying he lost that now, but I don't think LeBron is in his prime due to the fact of for one, he's 35 years old, and for two, 2013 LeBron is not the same player as today's LeBron. It's not. 2013 LeBron was a physical specimen, freight train, something we've never seen before. Not to say that this Bron is something we've seen before.
But 2020 LeBron is a smarter player. He's a better three-point shooter. He's a better three-point shooter.
Is he?
I mean, yes.
Oh yeah.
2013 he shot 40% from three.
He did, but it's because like the system he's in, like he had Wade and Bosh, so like he had to be more efficient with his shooting because he's sharing shots with other players. Yeah.
But
and then he had shooters. He did have shooters, so like, yeah. So
but and to sit here and say he's shooting less efficiently on purpose, which is essentially
no.
Actually, if that's the case, I stand corrected, bro. I didn't know he was shooting no dang 40%. 2013.
No, but yes.
Like the whole season, like, he averaged that.
Look at the number.
But he was more efficient too, because like I think one season he shot nearly like 60%.
2013 Bron was the best Bron.
It was like near 60%. So I'm like.
But look at 2012, 2013 season.
To be honest, tell me what the biggest argument. I'll look it up. The biggest argument I could give though is his increase in assist. You know, he improved. So to me, man, it's hard to say you're declining when you can improve.
That's not an improvement. That's not an improvement. 56, let me tell you why.
56, 40.
No, from three.
40. 3 Yeah, 40.
Right. 40. I was pretty sure that he shot 40% from three. And 56% from the field, that's the best Bron we ever gonna see.
I mean, he was more efficient with it too, because like this Bron
could have won Defensive Player of the Year that year. He could have. It's the best LeBron James I've ever seen in my life. 2012, 2013. That's the best Bron I've ever seen in my life. And I watched a lot of basketball.
He averaged 8 boards too.
Yes. Bron was a man amongst boys. He was supposed to do that year what Giannis did this year. But they gave it to Marc Gasol.
Yeah.
Who didn't even have first team all defense.
Yeah, that's the argument. I'm like, okay, you could let
Marc Gasol didn't even make first team all defense that year. But they gave him defensive player of the year.
It's because that particular season, because like the Grizzlies did so well, like you remember the slogan "Grit and Grind." So like
it was a defensive win shares.
Yeah, exactly. So like they had to give it to one of the players, and obviously like Marc Gasol.
And I'm sorry, bro. No matter how more cerebral Bron is right now, he looks nothing like he did in 2013, bro.
Oh no.
That LeBron James was a man.
Yeah.
This LeBron James is more methodical. And
LeBron James has no regard for human life when he yoked on KD.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, KD.
Bro, but look, to explain the assist for this year, I'm sure everybody's aware. LeBron James a point forward. But in order for the Lakers to thrive this season, he had to transition into a full-time point guard, which explains why his points dipped and his assists rose, because he became the primary ball handler now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's, LeBron's never averaged double-digit assists.
Ball handler in a lot of his, even
not to this extent.
Not to this
extent. Literally, he's the point guard this year. He's the point guard.
Yeah, because in Miami they had Chalmers, and then Cleveland they had Kyrie.
They had other guys bringing the ball up the court. But LeBron, he was a facilitator in the half-court set. But this year, LeBron was actually bringing the ball up the court off the inbound, running the whole offense. That's why his assists rose and his points dipped, because he could lean on a guy that he knows can average 28 to 30 points per game at Anthony Davis. So he didn't need to do that.
One thing, I will say this, man. One thing that people don't talk enough about LeBron, and I respect him so much for this, bro, because I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of LeBron games, bro. I've never once really see this dude out of character, and I've seen some people try him, bro. The one dude for the Wizards, bro. I've seen some cats try, and when you're the best, bro, cats are gonna come for your neck. But this dude has always kept his composure, bro. And you might think, okay, whatever, man. I think we take that for granted, bro. That's not easy to do, man. So
LeBron is look, I'm gonna tell you like this here. This is what LeBron has over Jordan. What LeBron got over Jordan, this is what LeBron got over Jordan. He's perfect. There's not a blemish on his resume. LeBron James is literally the perfect human being.
As a person, not as a player, you're talking about.
Right. I'm talking about, okay, we could factor it all in collectively. When I say
as a player, that free throw, man.
Okay, he's got some blemishes on the court, but I'm talking about as far as him being one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And of course, off the field, Everybody's had something go wrong in their personal life. Everybody's got skeletons.
Man,
What the hell is LeBron skeleton?
LeBron is smart. He make them sign them waivers, man. He make them sign them waivers.
Hey, it even got to the point where Mark Jackson said something about his wife. I don't know if y'all know that, but Mark Jackson, actually while broadcasting, said, y'all gonna stop disrespecting Savannah. I hit her out the park. No disrespect to LeBron. Like, you literally said on national television that you would smash LeBron's wife.
Wow.
And then say no disrespect to LeBron right after that. LeBron never tweeted nothing. He never went at him. I'm sure he heard it. Yeah. Never said nothing. Never got caught in a cheating scandal. This man is immaculate. He's the perfect model citizen. The only thing that people might have on LeBron is that he got a foul mouth when he get outside of the court. That's the only thing people might say about LeBron.
Even then, that's with most of those guys. I mean, so
exactly.
I mean, have y'all seen the videos like with him and his family?
What videos? Well, like his they be making TikToks and Instagram videos and whatnot. Yeah. But to have your life documented since you've been the age of 15 years old, so over 16 years or 17 years, what is that? Almost 20 years. 21 years to be exact, that your name and face has been documented, your life, to not slip up one time.
Not one time. Not once.
Come on.
Not to mention Fox News getting at him. He could have popped off. All of that. Like his teammate Tristan Thompson get caught with a cat. No, not once, bro.
Even Jordan had the conspiracy theory going on about his retirement, the gambling issues, and him dealing with ex-cons and drug dealers and drug lords.
Even with Jordan, bro, you have to understand, Jordan didn't play with Instagram social media era, bro.
Imagine if he did.
This is another level, bro. Like,
exactly.
Because it's funny. Sometimes I think about it. Could you imagine AI with social media like Rasheed Wallace and like some of these guys, bro? He will blow up. Dennis Rodman,
like double the money he got.
Oh, Dennis Rodman, dang, that would be something else. He would go after every single player on Instagram.
I'm telling you, social media.
He'll be just like these rappers.
Everybody got a camera.
Oh yeah.
Everybody has access to a camera, bro. Like you thought Pete cameras and stuff was in front of Jordan, every walk and every move he made then. It'd be fans seeing stuff like, it was word that Jordan was at Magic City or whatever the hell he was at. Skip word, we would have had video. If we had social media, we would have had video Jordan walking in and out the club or whatever the hell he was doing. So it's like back then, whatever the announcer said, that's what we had to go with. Whatever was reported. We didn't have nobody with actual footage like we do now. It's footage everywhere.
Secondary source,
And for LeBron to not slip up, like, bro, you was in a bubble. They was in that bubble for 3 months. Wasn't getting no action.
It's like
LeBron ain't pop one of them nurses in there, one of them food ladies in there. Like, to not get caught, like, bro.
Someone of the TikTok said LeBron James got caught slipping with Rachel Bush. I never heard of this Rachel Bush.
I ain't never heard of that.
But you know what? It doesn't matter, bro. None of the allegation. There's no proof, man. It's like
exactly. Like
I feel like
in that you think them boys want to get in that bubble? What y'all think for real talk?
What'd you say?
You think them boys wasn't getting on in that bubble?
Man, the Suns, there was
the Suns, bro.
That one girl that was talking about
in the bubble though.
Yeah, they was
in the bubble.
Yeah.
The bubble, they spent 3 months.
Nah.
You think
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Low key, bro, the NBA might have contracted some type of service or something, bro. Like bro. Because some's gotta give, bro. These cats have a lot of testosterone. It has to go somewhere, man.
Yeah, I think.
Didn't one of these cats got caught slipping, bro? Like, was it a rookie or something?
Montrezl
people got caught slipping, had to leave, and at the beginning when they first started the bubble, everybody was leaving.
No, he wasn't in the bubble. He wasn't in the bubble. Lou wasn't in the bubble.
I feel like there was an NFL player too.
It was like 4 or 5 people in the bubble.
Lou Will was the one where he said he was going to go get wings or something, and he went to like a club or something like that.
Yeah, Lou Williams. Right. Listen, bro, Lou Williams, bro, he's cut from a different cloth, man. That dude has two girlfriends that consent to it, bro. Both of them.
Lou Williams,
man.
Yeah. Drake made a song about it. Drake made a whole song.
So hold on.
That's two girls, bro. Two girls, bro.
Two consenting.
Two girls and they run like a Lou will. That song?
Yes, yes.
I didn't hit the
6
man.
Yeah, 6 man.
Whoa, I did not know.
Yeah, that's a reference.
I knew that was about Lou Will, but I didn't know that was a fact.
Yeah, it was fact. Yeah, bro.
Hey.
That's how like everybody found out. Basically, like that's how it all blew up.
And they interviewed the chicks, and they're like, "Yeah, man, yeah, that's what it is."
You know what's crazy? My boy DJ had that with two fat chicks. My boy DJ had that going on. I'm like, man, he one of my guys, one of my real homies. Like he was literally just walking around with two girls. I'm like, they cool with this?
I think
they found out about each other, and
Blueface had that going too.
That's what's up.
Like Blueface has it to the point where they have like a tattoo, like matching tattoos with the other group. And
Blueface, bro, him and Trey Songz, man, like, yeah, these guys could never get married, bro. They've just passed the point of no return, bro.
Yeah, that's impossible. That ain't happening. Certain guys, it ain't for them.
Like, I don't even know, like, a lot of rappers have killed it. I don't know. Like, a lot of rappers, they be on some other stuff.
But, you know, it's I don't know, man. Maybe I'm showing my age.
Lifestyle they choose to live.
It's crazy. It's just, yeah, man.
The lifestyle they choose to live.
I'm about to head out, guys.
Are we getting out of here?
This
any last questions?
No, I was there to ask y'all if y'all wanted to discuss anything.
Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to discuss. Tom Brady. All right, this has nothing to do with football, and I'm probably gonna make a video on this tomorrow, bro. You didn't just OG, you mentioned something about it. I don't know if you know Fantasy Football Lord. He made a thing about it on IG, and a bunch of my homeboys they're talking about Tom Brady not shaking hands and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to make a video on that, bro. And it's gonna come. I will say this though, man. Just remember, Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. But Go tendencies, man. Go tendencies, man.
I mean, bro. Hey, that was in practice because they had their differences, man. Look, Tom Brady.
Listen, bro. Tom Brady's a jerk. Let's call it for what it is. He's a jerk, bro. He's a prima donna. For me as a Bucs fan, bro, do I like it? No, I don't like it.
This is my only thing, though. I want Tom Brady to be held his feet to the fire.
Same energy.
Because if that was an African-American quarterback that did that, that would have been on every sports station being talked about. See, this is why, if there was Cam Newton, see, this is why he can't. This is so immature. This is so, man, I can't understand why this quarterback is put in this position. It would have been on every sports station.
Imagine Colin Kaepernick comes back and does some even close to that, just even if it's misinterpreted.
His feet has to be held to the fire, man. That's just my opinion about it. His feet has to be held to the fire. I don't care if you go or not. You gotta somebody gotta talk about this. This can't go unnoticed.
You're right.
So I mean,
at this point, bro, it's a pattern, bro.
And it's only with people that he feels is lesser than him. And that's what's more degrading about it. Because I'll be honest with you, bro, Tom Brady, bro, you got outplayed by Goff. That's embarrassing. No offense to Goff, bro. Embarrassing. Okay, you don't think Michael Jordan getting swept by the Detroit Pistons embarrassing?
Detroit.
You don't think Jordan getting swept by Boston in 87 was embarrassing? 86 was embarrassing? You don't think Jordan getting beat by the Bucks?
Orlando.
You know what I'm saying? You don't think that was embarrassing? But guess what? He never walked off the court without shaking every single one of their hands.
You're right.
Jordan walked to the sideline and shook took Isaiah's hands all 3 times he beat him. But the 4th time, he sweeps Isaiah off the map. It's finally my time for you to return this favor to me. The embarrassment that you are feeling right now, I felt it in 3 consecutive seasons. And you walk off the court like that?
Hey, he didn't play on the dream team as a result, bro. So
exactly.
Karma was swift.
Exactly. And then Tom Brady, you lost to Jared Goff, you lost to Nick Foles twice. You never know how these guys may feel about you and how their perspective of you might have immediately just changed following that. Because Jared Goff might have grown up watching Tom Brady, appreciating his craft, could have built his game based on Tom Brady, and for him to do him like that's selfish as hell. And that's bogus as hell. And I don't think it's being talked about enough.
that you do at flag football games.
Holy
That's what you
shit,
do
bro.
at like literally flag football games whenever you're younger. Whenever you're playing like freaking 6 years old.
Yeah, when you don't know any better though.
Yeah.
Tom Brady knows because he goes out of his way smiling when he beat Aaron Rodgers ear to ear. Hey Aaron, I just bust your
I know.
But he takes the L to Nick Foles in the Super Bowl on the biggest stage, and you out of there.
I bet for
you take an L to Nick Foles to the Bears, and you out of there. You take an L to Jared Goff.
I bet for a fact if they lose to New England, he's walking. If he loses to New England anytime, he's not even gonna try. He's not. I don't even know. I don't even think he's gonna do that. He
shouldn't get away with that, bro. He should not get away with that.
Tom Brady this season, he's overrated. Bruce Arians is even more overrated, bro. Like
they need to do. Bruce Arians is bullheaded. Like, they need to realize that Tom Brady.
Sean McVay was running circles around him, bro. Like so, but hey, I got a video ready, bro. The one thing I do, bro, I do a lot of my videos at night. I be having like 10 of them things, and I just release them, bro. So
that's what I need to start doing. I do my videos.
You'll see them. Yeah, man. I stack up. I'll do a bunch in the morning or at nighttime.
Oh, we gotta go. Gwaveo got to get out of here.
No, I'm chilling.
No, wait, fellas, I gotta get going though, man.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I got some food to eat.
Yeah, all right, I got my dinner here. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up, I guess, with that. And again, if y'all are on the live right now, thanks for being here. And if y'all are gonna check this out, this is the end of the video. Thank you for coming. Like, share, do all that good stuff. Subscribe, that would really be nice. But yeah,
hey, I'm gonna get a screenshot.
Yeah.
That was so corny. I don't know why he did that. I just panicked, bro. I didn't. That was the first thing that came to mind.
All right. Well, yeah.
All right,
y'all want to go ahead and shout yourselves up, and I'll see you guys next time.
OJ. Whoa, you guys know my government name now because it's on my shoe.
It's right there.
I know. Hey, keep it a secret, bro.
That. You gotta change that, bro. You can't put the government.
That's where the OJ comes from. Now you guys know.
I can see.
Offensive.
Offensive.
Okay.
Nope.
Got you.
Offensive. There you go.
Got you.
All right,
y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, take it easy. All right, see you guys next time.